Hello, comrades. I have in fact returned. My God, we're so back. I'm so back. We're so back. We're always so back. Oh man, I hope everyone's doing well. I hope your guys' evenings are going well. I hope my chat is functioning. It appears to be functioning, but oh, okay, yeah, it's there. It's there. It's there. We're there. I apologize if you guys hear my dogs barking in the background at any point. My wife should be arriving back home here soon from her trip. She's been gone for a few days, so there's that. All right, so where to begin? Yeah, they're going off over there. Jesus. And my sister-in-law just got home, and I think she has a thing for me. Drop your mod list. Mod list is in the description. It is in the description. Come in. They knock on my door. I thought they knocked on my door. No. All right. Guess not. Guess not. Yeah, mod list is in the description. I dropped it yesterday. So, last night when we left off, we were doing our we were on our training arc. We were on our glorious training arc. That's where we were at. So we're continuing to do that, half starved in the middle of Bast. The best way to train, obviously, is of course to get into fights with the various factions of Bast. Show these boys what war looks like. Show them what war really looks like. Allegedly. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to continue to loaf around Bast. We're going to try and stay near that watchtower that's over there, because that's our safety point at the current moment. But you know, we'll go back and forth and adjust as we go. So primarily we're fighting the UC, but cannibals are also acceptable. We're also going to try and stick with some of the groups of Holy Nation that are around as well, because there's a lot of them. So we're going to stick with them. The goal tonight is to continue our training arc, and then potentially, depending on how much we get done on the training arc, start to set up our official like base and where the Templars are going to be, residing and whatnot. I'm thinking about trying to build in here. I've never built in this area, so we're probably going to go from there. Making sure to shower and ranch for my inevitable denies. I don't know, man. I don't know. I will say you and Frosty were the first ones to go down pretty much every fight last night. So there's that, which is odd because you guys don't have the lowest stats. But it's fine. We'll figure it out. It's fine. By the way, today I finished high school. I'm going to be at university. I'm very happy. Hell yeah, Brett. Hell yeah. Absolutely fucking go to behavior. Congratulations. 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 W's in the chat, my friend. W's in the chat. That's badass. All right, so we're going to stick around with some of these Holy Nation patrols for a little while. Oop. Come on. Are we going to crash? Oh, nope, there we go. I was going to say, are we getting a crash already? There was a brief moment. Yeah, so we're going to stick around with this Holy Nation patrol. Ride this one out. They got numbers, which is good because that'll allow us to, dive on in and engage with some of the United Cities when we find them. Because they do be lurking, the UC. They do be lurking. Tomorrow, Muffin and I are doing our test runs for our Thursday project. So we'll see how that goes. But that's tomorrow. We're gonna be doing our test runs. We're doing stress tests. One, we got to get the system working, but also we have to do some stress tests to see what the limitations are. These guys are going away from Bast. Those are massive patrols in your settings. Yeah, they're massive. They're huge. They're twice the size, and there's twice as many of them. So, oh, I forgot to fix some of the spawns, some of the dono spawns. Last night they were spawning double of some of them for some reason. For some reason, specifically the one that was causing a problem last night mostly was the Dust Bandit one. I had to go in and fix it, and then I forgot. I got busy and distracted, and I forgot. I had to move away from those guys because they were moving away from Bast, which is not the goal here. Now this group, they are in Bast. Where is the rest of my men? Are they still fall? Oh, whoopsies. Come on, you guys. Conflict happening over here. It was just cannibals. Yeah, a couple cannibals, no big deal. All right, good. All right. I actually just moved the Knight Commander and not all of my guys. Okay. We're moving. We're moving now. Find some guys to beat the shit out of. How's everyone's day? How's your guys' was it Tuesday? God, it's Tuesday. How's everybody's Tuesday? Yeah, there's a lot of Holy Nation here, which I feel like under normal circumstances, I'd be like, God damn, that's too many Holy Nation. Because, you know, typically I'm not sided with them. But now that I'm, like, on their side in this run, it's frustrating, not because there's so many Holy Nation, but because there's no enemies for me to fight because there's so many Holy Nation. It was fine, nothing of note, really. Yeah, I mean, same. Literally same. I spent the entire day cleaning. Literally the entire day cleaning. From the minute that I woke up until about 15 minutes ago, I was cleaning. That's pretty much exclusive. Not been a whole thing. Been a whole thing. Oh my god. Tiring. Luckily, not as hot as it's been. Today we had record high heat today. Unfortunately, the heat index was over like 102 where I'm at. So it was a stay inside and clean all day kind of day. What are you just? Oh, no faction fool. He's a no faction fool. Tell me, sir, do you have the holy text upon you? Probably not. Take him down. Everybody just use him for combat training. Batter him. Just got a flurry of blades going at him at all times. Holy Nation series? Yes, we're doing a. People have been asking me to do a Holy Nation series for a while, so figured I'd finally do it. Finally do it, you know. Pants, and we'll give Sand a bandana. Nice. Just temporary. Give him a shirt and a bandana. Yeah, finally doing the Holy Nation run. People have been asking me to do it for a long time. Figured I'd finally get to it. Ravaged hamlets, guard outposts. Who's guard though? Who's the guard? That's the real question. Who is the guard? Because if it's the United Cities, then we might engage in combat. Are those cannibals? I think they're cannibals. Yeah, a lot of them too. Too many that I don't feel comfortable fighting them. So you better be learning slurs and slavery. You're gonna need it. It's our particular guy is not what is it? He's no nonsense. He's not gonna shit talk his enemies as much as just off them. This is actually a nice spot. It's a damn shame that this whole city got absolutely wrecked because this is actually a pretty nice spot. Actually a pretty nice spot. The starving Templars. Currently, yes. Currently they are starving. It's part of their training. Part of their training. That's all it is. It's the strength decreases and whatnot to assist in strength training. It's part of their training. If we can find a group of Holy Nation, they'll give us why is that guy's name Kakarot? It's not. It's named Koki. It's Koki. No Kakarot here. Or was there a Holy Nation guy named Kakarot? That's possible. One of the names that just generated in Sentient Sands is Kakarot. I did learn that the other day. Yeah. It was the Holy Nation of the United Cities NPC. I mean, yeah. So Kakarot is in the list of names. There's like thousands of names that it can generate, and Kakarot is in fact one of them. We got to save our comrades. All right, attack all targets. Good, break up a little bit. Commander Rial just cutting limbs now. He's starting to become a force to be reckoned with. You know, for episode 1, he was kind of getting shit rocked by everybody, but he's slowly becoming a force to be reckoned with. We got to keep our hunger meters. As long as we can stay above like 150 on average, we should be all right. Where's this guard outpost at? Who is the outpost controlled by? United Cities. All right, well, I don't know if it's the UC or not, but either way, we're going to rush up here, and we're going to try and aid some of our comrades in fighting that. I'm a little thirsty. I wonder why. I don't know if this joke is still relevant. Oh, believe me, people still make the plop jokes. They're still making the plop jokes. You gonna make a base? Yeah, my goal for this episode is to get the establishment of our holy tower, our holy Templar Orders tower, our fortress of light. Wait, what the fuck? Okay, there it is. Yeah, yeah. We need to get over here. We're headed over here. Gotta dodge the combat right now. The United Cities is in full combat with the Holy Nation here. We're headed up into that tower because either it is going to be... did you say that you could take a force of 1,200 Guardians? I did not. That is not what I said. No, the opposite, actually. That is not what I said. The opposite, actually. Sentient Sands really likes to talk about meat grinders for some reason. It uses it as a metaphor. It's a metaphor. An overused metaphor, but a metaphor. You're gonna have a bad time with Shax. We'll get with him. We'll deal with him. We'll deal with him. We'll deal with him. All right, we're gonna head on in there because I think if this is a Holy Nation area, they will give us food. If it's a United Cities guard post, then we can steal their food. All right, everybody engage in combat. Over there. Saying assist with that. Nice. All right, we'll assist the paladins. We should be able to hopefully take out these guys. We got Griffin, who's kind of a badass these days. Although he's getting poked. Nice. 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 Absolutely killing it. Oh, man, if I ever get my PC fixed, maybe I can fix my Sentient Sands. It won't let me generate new profiles for characters for some reason. That's annoying. That sucks. It also depends on the model that you're using, too. Some are more sophisticated than others. Some are more sophisticated than others. Come on. Take this man down so we can get in there and get some food. Is this the United Cities outpost? I think it is. It is. It is. Okay. So then what we need to do... God damn, everything's running so slow. So we're going to put our guys on hold. We're going to send Riff Raff in real fast. And he's just going to sprint on in here, grab some food, and dip out. God damn, dude. My dogs are being fucking crazy upstairs. I don't know if you can hear them. They're being absolutely crazy upstairs. Nice. Nice. Beautiful. Any other foods? Yeah. Oh, dude, that's stunning. Grab some meat wraps and dust witches. I'm using the free player too, but it says cannot generate a second to last line and it fails. Interesting. Interesting. That's weird because it's not like you're hosting it. It shouldn't really cause you any issues. Use steal from us? Yeah, as a matter of fact, I would. Ration packs? We love that. We love ration packs. Alright, and now we run, and now we flee. And now we flee. Alright, let's distribute the food. Ration pack to you. Griffin, we're gonna... You, ration pack to Griffin. Sayan's got a loaf of bread. Frosty will give you 2 meat wraps. Riff Raff, you can keep your food cubes. And you are going to have 2 dust witches. 1 dust witch and a meat. Yeah. That'll do. Are you going to have them all equip Holy Nation weapons like the Holy Cleaver? Probably. Probably. I haven't quite decided exactly what weapon they're going to be using. Obviously, the Riel has his weapon that he's using. I haven't quite decided what everyone else is going to use yet. Not 100%. Not 100% on that yet. Alright, now we have to defend and hold the line against these Holy Nation... I mean, sorry, I'm so used to fighting against the Holy Nation. We have to hold the line against the United Cities long enough for our allies to show back up. Kill everybody here, and then we can leave. But we've got food now, which is good. We've got food. That was the big thing. the food. Riel is not taking his swings, man. He's not doing it. He's not taking his swings. Although, what is the situation inside here? Outpost healing bonus. Yeah, so this place is owned by the United Cities, but if we kill all of them, we can use their beds to rest up, which is good. Good, 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 good. Let's see if we can kite some of them outside. Have everybody on hold. I don't want them rushing in, because otherwise they'll end up getting surrounded, because they're fools. But have them on hold so that way we can just deal with them as they come out. Nice. That guy's rolling down the hill. He's a big amounts of dead. Big amounts of dead. All right, and they are rushing inside, and this is going to become an absolute bloodbath in here. And then we can rest up here, which will be nice. Kill them, take their food, drive them from our lands, feel the lamentation of their women. That's the goal. That's the goals, everybody. That's the goals. Probably just rest on up. Heal yourself up and then rest on up. Over here. Rest up. Take advantage of the moment. There we go. So Hero, how long have you been a fan of the Holy Nation? Stop it, Pork. We all know my feelings on the Holy Nation. I find them interesting, but I don't actually like them. I find them interesting from a lore perspective because they have the most lore out of any of the major factions, because they have been around since since the beta days, right? They before the lore was really established and they started writing things. So I just find them enjoyable in terms of their lore and stuff, but I don't like them. I find them reprehensible. Absolutely sickening. So is this just like our tower now? Do we just like own this bitch now? Has it changed hands? Do we just own this place now? Because like I'm for it. I just you know, it's I just want to know. Take your stuff to sell. God damn it, dude! Stop with that. Fuck this guy. There we go. All right. You've been employed for Lo-Fi and enjoyed the Holy Nation since the beta days. That's 10+ years. Been a while. It's been a while. No, since 2020 when I first played Kenshi. No, I just think they're interesting is all though. They have arguably some of the best, most like detailed lore out of any of the factions in the game. So like, how could I not find them interesting? Plus, they're so integral to like every like aspect of the game, right? Like their lore is can be used to explain so many different facets of the game. Other factions, why certain factions have appeared, how they happen, like their origin stories and stuff. Like a lot of that stuff, it can be explained using the Holy Nation and their belief systems and their origin stories and all that stuff. Like Catlon, his story is obviously the most informative for the Holy Nation, as I've discussed. But like that's just an example of it. The Holy Nation is morally correct, definitely here. Slander, lies and slander, lies and slander. That's all this is: lies and slander, slander and lies. Are the Holy Nation the most evil faction? Because I think the United Cities is much worse. I don't think that the Holy Nation is the most evil faction. I think they're the most honestly evil faction. Because the United Cities, in my opinion, is just as bad, just in a different way. The Shet Kingdom is just as bad, but in a different way. I don't think that there's necessarily one faction that is like a super evil faction of the major factions anyway. There's definitely some side ones that are bad, like the Reavers or the Skin Bandits. But no, I don't think that they're the most evil faction in that regard. I think they're just the most openly apparent evil faction because they don't try to hide it, right? They're shitty people, but they're not shitty people that are trying to hide it. They're kind of like right out in the open about it, right? Like they are blatantly sexist, they are blatantly racist, they are blatantly zealous of their religious beliefs and whatnot. So the thing that I find fascinating about the Holy Nation is that when the Shek are racist and when the Shek attack people, they do it because they think that if you're weak, you don't deserve to live. when the Holy Nation, I mean, when the United Cities enslaves people for being poor, or when they, start wars so that way they can war profiteer with the Traders Guild, they they do it because they think poor people are subhuman and they only care about profiting themselves. They don't care about the betterment of their people. Something that's interesting about the Holy Nation is, despite being one of the more openly egregious factions, their actions, they actually think they're doing the right thing. They believe they're doing the moral thing, and that even the people they're enslaving, they're helping them, which I think is an interesting dichotomy, because you have the faction that is often perceived as the most evil and hated by the fandom for justifiable reasons, right? Like, they do really bad shit. And they're not great people. They're bad people, right? Like, I'm not defending that at all. I just find there's an interesting dichotomy to that, where like the faction that is the most hated for being like the most evil is the faction that thinks they're doing the right thing. And then the factions that get far less flack than the Holy Nation do terrible things, but they don't like, but their justification behind it is morally reprehensible. It's funny to me how that works, like how that dichotomy kind of plays out with the factions. It's really good writing, in my opinion. It's really good writing. Holy Nation is simultaneously the most overtly compassionate and most bigoted and aggressive. Exactly. And I think that dichotomous nature of them is incredibly interesting. Meanwhile, Hero's dogs are chewing the crap out of his carpet upstairs. Probably not. My wife got home, I think, at like 15 minutes ago, and she's been gone since Saturday, Sunday. She's been gone since Sunday. So they were just upstairs freaking the fuck out. Not Greenlander males. Not true. I don't like. I'm gonna have to talk about this every episode of this series. It's not Greenlander. It's human. They're not pro Greenlander. They're pro human. Scorchlanders are not discriminated against in the Holy Nation. Human, not Greenlander. Human. There's nothing in the game files. Nothing in the dialogue system. Nothing in the FCS. There's nothing in game to indicate that they have any kind of prejudice or hatred against Scorchlanders. There's no evidence for it. They treat Scorchlanders fine because they are not pro-Greenlander, they're pro-human. That distinction is important because we don't need to make them even worse. They're bad. We don't need to add skin color on top of the things they're racist against, They're bigoted against. They're bad people. Let's not make them worse, right? Let's not make them worse than they already are. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, nice. My bot's working. Whoa. In practice, they aren't discriminated against, but there aren't vanilla lines of dialogue. There vanilla lines of dialogues against mutants of various kinds. No, there's no lines of dialogue that in vanilla Kenshi that indicates that they have an issue with Scorchlanders. The Dark Ones thing that they say is related to anybody they believe to be like a child of Narco or a follower of Narco, like the Shek, the Hivers, anything like that. When they say the Dark Ones, they're referring to them because they believe them to be, like children of the dark demoness that is Narco. They're not referring to Scorchlanders. They are specifically referring to Hivers, to Shek, to skeletons, and all of that stuff. That's what they're referring to. They're not talking about Scorchlanders at all. There's no lines of dialogue to indicate anything about that. You're doing PR for the Holy Nation. No. It's not even PR for the Holy Nation. I just that's like one of those things that I always end up having to talk about, like on Reddit and stuff like that. People bring it up, and I correct it because like I'm very much for like shitting on bad things, right? And so like if you want to shit on the Holy Nation for being racist and bigoted and all that stuff, go right for it. For sexist, all that stuff, go right for it, right? What I don't like, and this has nothing to do with you as this isn't like a you specific thing. This is just something that I do in general, like in life. Something that I don't really enjoy is when people try to take something that's already bad and then they have to make it worse. And this is something that the Kenshi community as a whole does quite frequently with the Holy Nation, is they're like, the Holy Nation's bad. We can agree on that. So let's add other things to them to make them even worse. I'm like, but that doesn't need to be done. Just talk about the shitty things they do because they're shitty, We don't need to stamp more shit on top of it, right? Like they're already bad enough, right? Like why? Let's not make them worse, right? Let's not make them worse, guys. They're not. Come on. Take something bad but make it worse. Yeah, like it's just I don't know. It's one of those things, and I just like when people do that in real life too, right? Like if you know someone that's a bad person, but then you start adding made up crimes that they've committed and start like accusing them of other things that they haven't done, that's unnecessary. If they're a bad person, they're a bad person, but we don't need to make them worse than they are, you know? I mistyped Greenlander. What I meant was human girl chill. No, listen, it's again, it's just something that gets brought up a lot. It happens a lot. I'm not like losing it on you. Again, this isn't like me raging out on you or anything. I want to clarify because it's one of those things that gets typed a lot. Not just in my chat, but like on Reddit and in Discord and stuff. And I'm like, guys, it doesn't. Come on, that's not what it says. That's not true. That's not true. The funny thing is, I don't see many people talking about the horrific corruption in the cities. I know. To make it worse, he smuggles diamonds in the Cannibal Plains. It's true. I probably do smuggle diamonds in the Cannibal Plains. Whatever the fuck that means, I don't really know what that means. I think the difference is the United Cities doesn't pretend to be particularly pure. No, they don't. It's not. The thing is to the Holy Nation, I don't think they're not pretending to be pure, right? They think they are. Right? They're not pretending. They genuinely think they're right. They're not, right? They're not. But the United Cities is like, this is a bad thing, but it's selfish, and I'm going to get something out of it, so it's okay. The Holy Nation actually thinks what they're doing is right, which makes them, A, more compelling from a writing standpoint, but also is like, what's worse? Evil that thinks it's good? This is an actual question, right? Like, I'm not trying to be, like, poignant, right? Or, like drive a point home. It's a genuine question. What is worse? Evil that thinks it's doing the right thing, or evil that knows it's evil and just doesn't fucking care. You know, it's a genuine wonder for me sometimes when it comes to things like the Holy Nation and the United Cities, like the difference between them. What is worse? What is worse? You know. It is a mystery. It is a mystery. Saying we're gonna take this, get over here. It's not ignoring it if it's out in the open and no one denies it. It's just subtext. It's just text. So many people ignore the UC. I have people that at least argue with the higher standards when ignoring the lives of all the slaves in the UC and what they do. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's I'm gonna have to agree with that. It's not that it's ignoring it; it's out in the open and no one denies it. The problem is just you know, I feel like the Holy Nation is just easier to hate on in general, which like it's fair. It's fair. They are easier to hate on for sure. They're way easier to hate. But you know, it's hard to know what is objectively worse, but it feels deceptive within the Holy Nation. Yeah. Well, the other thing too is that like a lot of the people in the Holy Nation think they're doing the right thing. The clergy in particular, though, they're consolidating power. It's all papal indulgences and consolidation of power and all that stuff. You know. So that's why they raised the Phoenix to be a fucking psychopath in the first place. The current Phoenix to be a psychopath in the first place because they want to consolidate power. He who controls the Phoenix controls the nation. The clergy is the real problem. The Phoenix is a byproduct of the problem, and they're not good by any means. But the clergy is a byproduct of the greater issue. I mean, the Phoenix is a byproduct of a greater issue, being that of the clergy. Feels more underhanded to invoke faith to consolidate power, even if some within truly do believe it. Yeah, but that's fair. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. That's totally fair. Totally fair. Totally fair. Like a corrupt priest IRL that draws more contempt than just a criminal. Yeah. Well, because they're supposed to be the good guys. You know, the idea is that like you're a figure of like a godly figure. You're supposed to be the good guy. And you've kind of failed to embody the traits that you're supposed to embody as the as the priest, as the advocate or the speaker of your god or anything along those lines. So no, it makes sense. It's just an interesting question, just an interesting poignant topic. Which one is there? It's not a rational assessment. Yeah, it's like a betrayal of the ideal. Yeah, again, it's kind of like they've twisted themselves into thinking that it's potentially, because we don't really know exactly how deep the corruption spawns in terms of like what the clergy believe. We just know the clergy are the ones that are in charge of it all, right? The clergy are the ones that have orchestrated this and set it all up. But we don't know if they believe it either, which I think would be the defining factor, right? If the clergy genuinely believe what they're doing is correct, then, again, the question becomes like, what is worse? And again, it's a genuine question. What is worse? Believing that you are the good guy, or what is it? Believing that you're the good guy and doing bad things, or knowing that what you're doing is bad and choosing to do it anyway. Oh shit, my bot hold on. It was deleted by Streamlabs. Jesus Christ. Sorry, I have to time that shit out. My God, Streamlabs really just freaked out. I put a bot in yesterday after that one dude decided to raid my chat and say that heinous shit that I was not happy about. And here, let me tone that down. Hold on, sorry guys. I apologize for that. Tone that down. Am I spamming? I just mean the chat. No, it's good. It's good. I set up a bot yesterday for the purposes. I had a dude that jumped in chat and said was just trying to anyway drop some offensive slurs in the chat. And so I set up a bot last night because I was like, I don't need that shit to happen again. Like, that's totally fucking unnecessary. And it appears that it's working a little too well, and I would prefer if it didn't do that. So, give me just half a second. I'm gonna fix that. Nothing that you did. Why is my shit in German right now? What is going on? That's weird. That's very odd. That's very odd indeed. Everything's been German right now. Don't really know what that's about. Don't really know what's up with that. my entire thing is in German. I don't really know why that is. Okay. That's annoying. Okay, well, I'll have to fix it afterwards. I'm not really sure what the hell's going on with that. But anyway. Yeah, I'll deal with Streamlabs after this. I still gotta refine it. I had some dude, like I said last night, that was jumped in and started trying to drop slurs on stream, and so they were trying to get the stream shut down. They do that shit. So anyway, above that, the point was the clergy and overseas are neck deep in everything their faith prohibits. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. It's kind of it's a tough thing to figure out. Tough thing to figure out. What's happening, everyone? Sorry, a bit late. Welcome. Yeah, I wonder why it's why it did that. That's weird. All right, well, we have plenty of food now, and we're all rested up. No more wounds, which means we can go out and continue our training. Let our boys see war. There's a big fucking group of Holy Nation. Oy vey. And I think it's nearly everywhere. Overseer chest has the drugs and luxury goods. Yeah, no, it's for sure. They're definitely, again, it's pulpal indulgences. The Crusades in Bast are meant to mimic the Crusades that we experienced towards the end of the early medieval era. In how many starving bandits would a 20 get me? What is it? It's what, 6 starving bandits for it. So I mean, 120 starving bandits. 120 starving bandits. So, yeah. Pretty sure that sounds about right. Yeah, 120 starving bandits. I'm sure it's all confiscated for safekeeping. Oh yeah, it's totally confiscated. They're definitely not utilizing it. They're definitely not using it. No. Don't think for even a moment that's what they're doing. Don't think that's even for a moment that's what it's doing. That's what they're doing. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You gotta take Bass for the Holy Nation. I wish that I could. I wish that was like an option. Wish that was an option. I'd take it back for the forces. What are they headed towards? Are they just rushing toward following the leader, protecting allies? Yeah, they're running towards the conflict, but I don't know where they're running to. Is there a fight happening over here? Jesus Christ, dude, there's so many Holy Nation. Honestly, it's a good thing that we're on their side right now because there's so fucking many of them. Oh my god. There's so many of them. We'd get swarmed. The Phoenix never inhaled. Yeah, they're all dry puffs. He didn't do any of that. He didn't do any of that. Honestly, it'd probably do him some fucking good. Let's be honest. Let's be frank. It'd probably do him some fucking good. Probably do him some good. Who are you? United Cities. Come to Papa. Yeah. We gotta move. We gotta move. No, we want to draw the ire. Are they coming back? Yeah, they're coming back. They're coming back. Are they? They should be. Their allies are getting attacked. I'm hopeful that Kenshi stuff can expand into proper territory, conquest, and control. So there's what is it? Some mods that are currently being developed that should allow for things like that. But right now they're incredibly buggy. So it's in the works. It's just I don't think it's fully functioning yet. Like the conquest mod where you can take over cities and stuff. But unfortunately, at the current moment, it doesn't seem like it's fully functional. There's a lot of bugs and errors with it, but it's being worked on. Tomorrow, Muffin and I are doing our test runs to see if we can get that little treat for Thursday working. We're doing our stress tests and see if we can get it functioning and running. I'm super stoked. Hope it works. Be a ton of fun. If it does, we've got some other plans that are being made already, so... Got some other plans that are being made if it works. There we go. We are taking a bit of a beating. Well, I mean, we're fighting guys that are way above our... We're punching a bit above our weight class right now, but that's fine. Griffin, you need to... Your job is to stay with Riel. That's your job. You are Riel's right hand. You stay with him. Yeah, these guys are way above our weight class, but we hit harder than them, so... Nice. Nice. Still really early in the days of the new modding era. Oh, dude, it's going to be great. It's been so great, though. It's been so good. How does everyone have such crazy stats so early? We've been training in Bast against enemies that have far higher stats than us, so we've been able to utilize that. Additionally, when I play on stream, I do have a XP boost of ×2, so I doubled the XP rate. Because vanilla Kenshi tends to slog for a really long time when you're not using like cheese method or anything, and I like making these playthroughs good. Plus, I play with 5 combat slots on, so stats really don't mean anything in the face of raw numbers. Anyway, you can have stats in the hundreds, and if you got 5 guys that can at least survive a couple of hits from them, you can still probably take them down. So variety of factors. But the big one being that we're actively fighting against Holy Nation soldiers that have stats in the 50s, which means that we're getting like buku amounts of XP from doing it, which allows us to level up quickly. It'll start to slow down here soon, though. At a certain point, once you hit the 60s and 70s, you start finding less and less enemies that will actually even give you experience, which is where the XP curve starts to go. Vanilla Kenshi is when you have to grind starving bandits for 30 hours. Yeah, well, it's the same reason that I'm like, I don't really want to like mine copper on stream for 10 hours, you know? Like, it's not enjoyable for you, the viewers, to watch me mine copper for 10 hours, right? Like, it's not enjoyable. I'd rather go out and fight enemies and all of that stuff, you know? More attack slots most definitely render stats way less important. But I like my live playthroughs to be a nice combination of enjoyable and but also like not a slog, right? Like I want them to feel good. You want you to feel good about the story and the development and all that stuff, but also not like a fucking slog, you know. shouldn't be an absolute slog to play the game on stream. It's not good for you guys. Gotta worry about enjoyability, you know. For $101, Hero will do mining copper stream. It's true. The entire stream is just me mining copper. That's the entire stream. I'm just mining copper the whole fucking time. Whole fucking time. I'm gonna go pick up Saiyan. Saiyan got knocked out. Saiyan, why are you the only one that got knocked out? You want to tell me that? You think the attack slot increase is a good thing? Like, is there any amount that gets out of hand? So, a lot of people tell me that 3 attack slots is the sweet spot, and I've been using it for a little while, and I think I agree to a point. I was using 5 for, like, years, right? I just recently switched to 3 the other day. I find between 3 and 5 is a good number, though. You know, where it adds difficulty without I think it just adds a good amount of difficulty to the game. I think between 3 and 5. 3 feels more realistic. 5 is more of a challenge, if that makes sense. Without being like a ludicrous challenge, right? Like there's a difference between like adding in 2 extra attack slots and then increasing damage so that way every hit is a kill shot, right? Like those are 2 different kinds of difficulty increases. I think that increasing the difficulty with 5 is fair. I think 3 is good if you want like realistic combat. But I think 3 to 5 is a healthy blend. Healthy blend. I like my sleep says. Oh my god, my god. Continue to kick ass. Continue to absolutely batter ass. All right. Right now, I'm just collecting weaponry so that when we go back, we'll have stuff to sell that we can use to make money, right? Because we're gonna need a lot of money. Kind of essential for what we're doing here. And if we can get money by selling the weapons of our enemies, then you know this is good. This is good. This is good. Yes, this is good. This is good. Yes. Flynn, Koki. There we go. Koki, go over and pick this guy's crap up. Anything? No? Not really. Oy vey. Reavers have the best faction initiation. You can't change my mind. They cause you to have Stockholm Syndrome. They starve and beat you, like, repeatedly to make you afraid of the beatings. They beat you within an inch of your life regularly. And then what they do is they throw you a bone, and they give you they also give you opportunities to prove yourself for like food, right? So like, listen to me and you get food. Don't listen and you don't get food and you get a beating. And then when they get reward, it's literally Pavlovian conditioning, right? Like they're training you like a dog. They're inducing Stockholm Syndrome by making you reliant on them. Can't you actually join the Reavers? Yeah, you can. You can't join them. You can ally with them. You can't join them. You can ally with them. Functionally, they are different, right? Like it's like allying with the rebel farmers is not the same as joining the rebel farmers. You know. Shame you can't properly join them by getting enslaved and fighting your way up the ranks. That would be so cool. The system to do something like that would be really cool. I wish that you could properly join factions instead of just like allying with them, right? Like, obviously there's the headcanon that you're part of the faction, but like I wish that it was like more like you could actually do it. How do you ally with them? I want to. It's been a long time since I've even done it. You can go talk to Valaman. If you do it right, like if you run straight in, I'm pretty sure you can go talk to Valaman. Something along, maybe one of those things along those lines. I can't remember. There's a way to do it though. There's a way to do it. There is a way to do it. There's dialogue in game that lets you ally with them. Because I've seen it in the FCS. I don't think I've done it myself, and I think I did it once briefly back when I did my Reavers video, because that was back before I had some of the other tools at my disposal to make getting my footage easier. But, yeah. Yeah. I'm almost there's definitely dialogue in the FCS for it, because I've seen it. Again, when I did my Reavers video, I saw the dialogue for it. And You have to heal them to friendly first. That might be it. You may have to get on friendly terms with him first, and then you can go up to Valaman and talk to him, because he has unique dialogue. And like after you join them, all of the people, like all of the Reavers in Ark, will start cheering and shit, and you know, praise Valaman, yeah, all hail Valaman, you know. So it's a whole thing. Here, right, if you sneak all the way in, you can talk to Valin. I'm pretty sure that's the same as joining the Crab Raiders or whatever. It makes you an enemy of the other pit factions. If I recall. Yeah. If you join the Skeleton Bandits, the Reavers, or the Crab Raiders, you become enemies with the other two. By default. By default. I hope that will be a thing in Kenshi too. Yeah, I hope so too. I hope there's better representation, the ability to properly join factions. All right, I think we have decent stats. Enough to where I think we can go into the border zone and start dealing with some of the Shek exile factions. We can take out some of the exile factions first. And then once that's done, because we have to eliminate the Krell's Chosen before we do anything, like before we take out, try to take on the Shek or anything like that, because the Krell's Chosen are, like Flying Bull will end up taking power if we kill Asada. And we don't want that. So I'd rather take out the competition ahead of time and avoid that later on. Shek, you say, you absolute fucking monster. And you do it right as I walk away from all the allies. You absolute monster. I'm going to put him as the Shek, actually. Shek Kingdom. You absolute monster. Are we able to fight this many Shek? Oh, these are Band of Bones. Yeah, there's 8. I need to fix these spawns. They keep spawning with 1 extra. There we go. All right. Band of Bones. This actually looks like it's going to be a relatively even match. In terms of lineup, like, I think Real and Griffith will be the deciding ones, because all of our other guys have decent stats there. Have you done a UC or Traders Guild playthrough? I did the Don Tony McChicken run, the Nugget Mafia run, and that was that actually went way smoother than I expected it to. That went way smoother than I expected it to. Fucking carved him right up. Shit, may almost be time to up the ante with a new spawn list. Goddamn, that was quick. They did take down Frosty. I think them being in a grouping helped with that. Yeah, it may almost be interesting. Yeah, that was good. Band of Bones aren't that tough. They have decent stats, but they have no armor. They have shit armor. Like, look at that headshot, chest shot, arm shot. Like, they just have no armor. They have decent stats, but they have no armor, and all their gear is just crap. So, but we're gonna go train against the Band of Bones here in a little while. All right, we're gonna make our way back into Okranite territory, gather some supplies, and then we're gonna. This episode I want to get the base set up. I want to get the starts of the base set up. Get that running. The giant meat cleaver is still funny to me. We've got a ton of weapons and shit that we can sell. So that was boring. Bum fight 6v6. All right, we'll do a bum fight. We'll set up a bum fight. Hold on. Here's what we'll do. We'll set up some bum fights. You ready? We'll set up a bum fight for you. We'll do 6. What is it? 6 starving bandits for the for the Shek Kingdom, and 6 for the Holy Nation. Boom. And it looks like it's all the Shek Kingdom ones all spawned as Shek. And dude, this is already decided, I feel like, because the Shek Kingdom ones all spawned as starving Shek bandits, and the Holy Nation ones all spawned as starving Holy Nation bandits. Oh man. All right, bum fights. There we go. Bum fights. Let's see what happens. This is pod racing. This is the real purpose of everything. It's pod racing. Best $4 I ever spent. Chances are I'm going to end up having to fight the leftovers, because I think the Shek are going to win. They're just more durable. But who knows? This is good. This is good. This is good. Holy bums versus Shek bums. It's good. I got 99 cents on the Holy Nation. We'll see. We'll see. Let's see. Has any of them gone down yet? One of the Holy Nations went down. One of the Holy Nations went down. Yeah, it's game, dude. Yeah, the Shek are absolutely trouncing them. Remember the guy who filmed Bum Fight showed up on Dr. Phil dressed as Dr. Phil and immediately got kicked off? Yes. Yes. His episode is almost as funny as Sexy Vegans was. That whole fucking episode is so funny. I don't even watch Dr. Phil. I just watch clips of it because, you know, Dr. Phil's kind of a wad, but some of the clips of his show is so funny, and the Sexy Vegan stuff is fucking hilarious. Comes out screaming, "I am the vegan messiah." So funny. Good evening, Azure. What's going on? Yeah, so the Shek won. The Shek won the bum fights. And then they came over and knocked Saiyan out. So, you know, just take that into consideration, Saiyan. You got knocked out by a bum. They literally came over and immediately knocked you out, Saiyan. I'm sorry. Oh, man, that's so funny. That's so funny. They dropped in, they had the bum fight, and then Sam was just... They came over and just tapped him right in the back of the head, knocked him right out. Knocked him right out. That's so funny. Oh, man. I like that in this playthrough we have actual allies and enemies, so that way when I spawn allies, I don't have to spawn them in as, like, parts of my faction, and then I have to dismiss them later. I can just spawn them in as actual allies. It makes things way simpler on my end. Way simpler on my end. Way simpler. What mod are you using to spawn characters like that? I've been trying to make a mod that seems insanely useful. It's what is it? Redev. It's a Kenshi mod that gives you the dev kit. Gives you access to a dev kit. So can do a whole bunch of stuff. It's good. It's good. Good. It's good. Did my chat break? I think my chat may have broken. Oh no. I blame Pork, per usual. It's coming in here, breaking my stuff. Chat might have crashed. I'm typing at the moment. Yeah, dude, it did. It did. It did. Pork, why you do this? Why you do this? Fine. Hold on, I'll fix it. All right. Should be good. Oh, what the fuck? I really gotta fix that bot. Hold on, Frost. I'm sorry. I got for 2 minutes. What? What is this nonsense? Overdoing it, man. Overdoing it. The bot's overdoing it. I don't know how to undo that. I'm sorry, Frosty. I'm sorry. Yeah, dude, it's really pissy. I gotta refine it more. Again, I put it in place last night after that one dude hopped in chat and started saying some crazy shit in chat. But it appears that it's overdoing it a bit. It's overdoing it a bit. It's gone a bit too far. It's gone too far. Let me see if I can figure that out. Cloudbot. Have Cloudbot. All right, hold on. I'm gonna get this figured out. Why are you in fucking German? I don't understand why it's in German. Bring chat box store. Where the fuck was it? I literally did it last night. And now I don't know where it is. Wherefore art thou? Don't have that. hold on. I'm gonna try and fix it right now because it's being a little too aggressive right now. Little too aggressive right now. Again, I don't know why all my shit's in fucking German. It's late. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing it here. We'll switch to minimum. Maybe that's what it is. Hold on. Yes, we're here. All right, we'll go with that. That should tone it down a little bit. That should tone it down a bit. Being a jigger must be why it's being crazy. Yeah, it's I don't know why it's being. I mean, it just needs to be calibrated better. Is all it is. That should fix it though. Okay, sorry about that, Frosty. I'm sincerely sorry. The chat bot hated you, man. Oh man, bot nuked me. Yeah, we're dealing with it. Sorry, buddy. Sorry. The bot's rebelled. It should be toned down now. It should be toned down now. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Fucking thing. I just didn't want people to say slurs in chat. That's all it is. That's all it is. Come on. Slur. Literally. Oh man, I just didn't want people to whip out slurs in chat. Is that too much to ask for? Pollination Outlaws, we'll deal with them. We're gonna head over to Okran's Fist. The thing is I wish that it was telling me why it was doing it, right? Like I wish that it was telling me why it was doing, because that I would know exactly what setting to tweak, but instead it's just doing it like at random, you know. Need a slider by that bans words like dummy. Right side is hard out. Yeah, literally. Well, so it uses like a default like a default list where it's like, hey, these words are not good. Don't do these ones. But you know, that's obviously like it's taking it too far. Taking it too far. You clanker, you think I can be muted so easily? Oh man, I turned it to what is it? A slightly less, like a lower version of moderation, so it should be hopefully not as aggressive now. Like I switched it from medium to light moderation. I basically just have it dealing with some of the harsher stuff, but it should be chilled out now. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Go put Sand in the bed to take a nap because he got his shit rocked, and then everybody else can go sleep. Yeah. I have to show a ton of comments because it triggers a lot. Yeah. Well, that one's YouTube. That one's specifically YouTube. That's YouTube that does it. I have this. Like I said, it's just I kicked on the bot last night after that one dude, so I just need to refine it more. Apparently, being a little aggressive. Hero hired one of those First Empire bots to his bidding takes it a little too far. It's true. I accidentally hired one of what is it, Ponk? I hired Ponk to do to do my chat moderation. I hired Ponk to do my chat moderation. Wow, that man's got a fucking face. All right, oy vey. All right. All right, we are all healed up. Nice, and we can continue our journey back down. Now, I want to head over this way because I want to see what's in that area. I want to look into the mountains and see what I can build in the mountains. That's not the world. Excuse me. That's not the World End Mountains where you know, obviously like World's End is. Because I think I might build our fortress up in the mountains here. I might build our fortress up in the mountains here. Yeah, it's Rhinobot. It's Rhinobot. I have Rhinobot moderating my chat. He's up here taking things too far, as he's been known to do. Threaten me with a B-17. It should be better now. It should be better now. Should be better now. I also set up set it up for right every like 30 minutes it'll drop a link to Tengu's vault, so Saiyan doesn't have to worry about doing that. Which is good. It'll drop a link to Tengu's vault and all that jive. Hero's so confused. He's hard right Holy Nation in game, but woke bot soy boy in chat. Oh man, no, that's perfect. It embodies the fact that I am in fact a centrist, right? Because I don't really sway one way or the other. It kind of just depends on what the issue is. Kind of depends on the issue. I care more about the issue than the side. So it works out perfectly. Works out perfectly. Confuse everybody. Confuse everyone. Needed though, sadly, humans. Well, that's the thing. Like I don't want to even have to have a chat bot like moderating my chat and protecting against that stuff. But I've had a couple instances recently of people of like bots popping in and like saying some like really fucking out of the wall shit. And then last night with that nonsense, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna bot that because don't want to risk it, you know. Oh yeah, pack beasts. I got pack beasts. Look at these fucking behemoths. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at them. They're fucking glorious. They're glorious. Maybe we can buy one. Pack beast would be nice. Armored pack beast. Hero, I'm alive. Your favorite member is back. You know what's funny, Fainty? You say your favorite member is back. You know what's funny about that is my wife thinks you're hilarious. My wife thinks that you, Pork, and San are absolutely hilarious. My wife thinks the three of you specifically are hilarious. Oh man. Show me your animals. We got doggos, pack beasts that are 10,000 apiece. Okay. Do they sell supplies? Maybe we can sell some of our weapons to them. These sell animal bags. We got a little bit of money too, so we might actually be able to get the money to buy the beasties. Nice. 600 left. Okay, so now we have 18,000. I wish pack beasts could unconsensually carry friends in those cages, like in the concept art. I think that was the original hope for them, but yeah, they can't, unfortunately. All right, so we're going to buy a pack beast. I think that a pack beast is a great idea, truly a great idea. Goated idea. Obviously we're gonna buy the really big one here that's already got better stats. Sadako. What do we name the pack beast? Put your logo on that. I actually have to buy I have to get like one of the samplers for my merch. I want to actually wear my own like wear my shirt or like my beanie on stream. I just haven't gotten a chance to do it yet. George, we got one vote for George. We got one vote for George. I'll have the best lore and mess it up because I just do that. It happens. Listen, it happens. Oh man. Georgios. We got a Georgios. We got George and Georgios. Trump. This is my pack beast. Name is Don. Big Don. Skim Sands George over here. It's funny. All the George over here. All right. There's a lot of George in here. This is George. This is the pack beast George. Fantastic. Everybody, go trade your food with George. George is gonna hang on to all of our good stuff, all of our food and our loots and shit. Oh, and it's stackable. Oh my god, the inventory is stackable on it. Where have you been all my life, you glorious creature? You glorious creature. Thing is huge. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It is absolutely massive. This is going to be our storage container for when we're traveling, and our battering ram. It's beautiful. Beautiful. But that'll be super helpful when we're traveling because they can just carry all of our food and shit for us. Be good. Good stuff. What's his hunger rate? Is it like a 5? Oh no, he actually just has a normal like one hunger rate. Okay, yeah, fine, fuck it. I'm for it. I'm for it. He's a giant mole rat. He kind of looks like a giant mole rat. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That is a fair assessment of him. All right, we are going down into back to Blister Hill. We're gonna grab some building materials and stuff, and I think we are going to get started on building our base because I want to get our base up and running so that we can start building the Crusader armor as soon as possible. Building the Crusader armor as soon as possible. Someone also told me that what is it? They commented on the first episode and they were like, "Hey, the Templar order, you divide it into 3 sections. You have the Templars, who are your fighting force. You have the clerks, who are the logistics and infrastructure, and then you have the scribes, who take care of like research and science and stuff." And I think that's a good way to go. I think that's a good way to divvy it up. We'll have the Templars, the scribes, and the clerks, or I'll probably go clerics instead of clerks. We'll go clerics or something along those lines, and they'll do infrastructure. So. Slaves or no slaves? I don't think we're going to do slaves. I don't think we're going to do slaves. I think we're going to be the portion of the Holy Nation that doesn't do the whole slave labor thing. I did it last series, and I don't want to do it this one. I think this particular series we don't take prisoners, we take lives. We don't take prisoners, we take lives. Here, if you picked up an NPC and bring him to a slave trader that doesn't have a leg and do the 400 option, make sure that it's not the actual UI. They can't pick him up and you get infinite 400. Interesting. I didn't know that. Good to know. Did not know that. I'm a scribe because a brisk wind will knock me down. It's the deleted slow thing cage mover. It's true. This is the previously cut content. This was supposed to be in the game, but it was cut content. So, what are these Holy Nation outlaws? We must wipe them from existence. Cage Beast, you're on passive block and hold. You don't engage in combat. Passive block and hold. All right, you're gonna need a holy priest in your faction. That's true. Well, we're gonna end up having a couple people that are like members of the like clergies and stuff, clerics and whatnot, the scribes. Although I imagine the scribes will probably end up being the clergy, and we'll kind of go from there. But yeah, no, we're gonna have various subcategories in our faction. That limb damage is nasty with this fucking thing. And that's horrifying. And we've removed a limb. Oh my god, that was unfucking necessary. These Holy Nation outlaws made the crippling mistake of leaving the Holy Nation, and now they will suffer the consequences. They will suffer the consequences. All right, let's head back to Blister Hill. Continue heading to Blister Hill. Nobody expects the Oakernite Inquisition. I feel like everybody kind of expects the Oakernite Inquisition. I feel like everybody expects it. You should set your damage modifier to 2. If you don't, it makes battles riskier, deadlier, and quicker, and leaves less alive. That is true. That is true. What is your my global damage values and chances of death right now are just 1. They're just 1. They're default. They're not any higher than default. In fact. Yeah, bone dogs. Move, boys, move. Yeah, they're just 1 right now. Bone dog's gonna attack those. There we go. I was just say there's a bunch Bunch of guys back there. You could feast on them instead of trying to attack me. That'd be fucking great. That'd be fucking great. Does George do splash damage? Not really. No, no, unfortunately. I mean, he does like he does like harpoon damage like animals usually do. So, he's he fights like I don't know if he might do splash damage. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'll have to test it. I'll have him jump in a fight against some weaker targets and see what happens. Kenshi 2 should have microtransactions and be owned by EA. No, 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 no. It's so funny how much like Chris and them actually like truly despise corporate culture. Every conversation, everything I know about them, every conversation, like they truly despise corporate culture. It's one of the things that I love the most about them. It's one of the things that I love the most about them. They truly despise corporate culture in every capacity. The idea of like sitting in a cubicle or like doing or like being part of a corporation that has like fucking 14 layers of checks and balances. Yes, I'm attacking Bethesda right now, attacking Microsoft and all that shit. As they should. Xbox is built like a joke. Asha's doing a decent job of restructuring. She's still obviously approaching it from the perspective of a business person. So I think whatever she replaces it with is not going to be very good either. But I do like the changes she's made because she's getting rid of some of the fucking crazy amounts of restrictions and levels and middle management and all that garbage. And all that. But yeah, it's so fun how much like Chris and Nat and everybody there just truly hates corporate culture. It's so funny. She laid off tons and tons of people in studios. She laid off tons and tons of people in studios because they are focusing on, which it sucks for the people, right? Like they got rid of a lot of people, which is really sad, right? Like they're affecting people's jobs and stuff. But a lot of the people they got rid of were, devs on the ground floor for IPs that either weren't performing or didn't perform or stuff like that, or they didn't feel were necessary. And they also got rid of middle management and stuff because they didn't need them. People that had been tenured individuals that were they'd been with the company for a long time, and they because they were tenured, they were paid exorbitant amounts of money to do what someone else can reasonably do for lesser money, which isn't great, right? It's a bad thing. It's not great, but it's also from a business perspective, it's a smart thing to do, She's also one of the things that I think I'm the most excited about is that she basically took the Fallout IP away from Bethesda, from Todd, and was like, hey, you guys have taken way too fucking long to do anything. You need to get Elder Scrolls 6 worked on. You guys need to focus all your efforts on that. And the Fallout IP is now going to be given, is effectively being given back to Obsidian, to make a new Fallout game. And it makes me laugh because Todd Howard in particular, he hates so much that the most beloved Fallout game was made by Obsidian instead of BGS proper. He hates it so much. There was a long time where he refused to acknowledge New Vegas, and then when to the point where like after New Vegas came out, Bethesda Games Studios went into Obsidian and gave them a PowerPoint presentation about all the shit they had done wrong on New Vegas, and now it's the beloved cult classic. And like it's great. And it's so funny because as it became the cult classic, you could see in interviews where Todd would like make comments and be like, oh yeah, New Vegas is great, but like, do remember that like, they got all that tech from me and from like us. And like, we set the groundwork for that. They couldn't have done it without us. And it's like, dude, Todd, you take 10 years to churn out a game that's effectively busted and not awesome. Unfortunately, it's not in the greatest of shape and lackluster in many areas. And Obsidian took your engine and churned out one of the best Fallout games, objectively speaking, because like I have more time in Fallout 4 than I do in New Vegas, but from an objective standpoint, they churned out one of the best Fallout games in 18 months. And Todd hates that, dude. He fucking hates it. It's so funny. But so yeah, Asher Sharma literally took the Fallout IP away from them because they're not using it properly, and was like, "You guys focus on Elder Scrolls. Obsidian's making a new Fallout game, and we'll go from there." And I think that's so fucking funny. I think that's so funny. I mean, the thing is like they had the opportunity to do things right, and they didn't. They've squandered it, right? They've squandered it. They've squandered it. Here, what's your favorite food? I gotta know. You look like a Euros kind of guy. To be honest, I'm not much of a Euros kind of guy. I don't mind them, but I'm not. Is it really the Holy Griffin? Whoa, hold on, hold on. What is this? The Holy Griffin? What? What is that? Hold on. What? Does Griffin have fanboys? I'm not worthy, Holy One. Oh my god, that's so funny. Griffin has fanboys. Griffin has fanboys. Okay, so what's my favorite food? That is a tough question to ask. Tough question to ask. Burgers, pie, and sushi. I think burgers, pie, and sushi. A really good burger, a nice piece of pie, and some fucking golden, like good ass sushi. Great. Those are the three things. Burgers, pie, sushi. Those are the things. Those are the things. Those are the things that fuel me. Those are the things that fuel me. Pie in particular. Can I get those starving bandit chaos before I head to bed? Yeah, yeah. Here, I'll spawn them over here too, so that way they're just out there. You want just nothing but starvers? You want nothing but starvers? Because I'll do it. I'll spread them out for you. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Boom. Starving bandits. A little bit of chaos. Nothing but starvers. All Shek starvers. Throw them right in the middle of town. These guys are going to get absolutely trounced. What is it? All these starving bandits will not stand a chance against the Holy Nation right in the middle of their capital. But it's still fun to see. We love to see the violence. The violence. The violence. Much appreciated for the 10, by the way, Jake. Much appreciated. Very generous. Very generous. Here it looks like he makes good sushi. I make sushi, man. I make some sushi. Well, while we're watching these guys get absolutely battered like a fish stick, I'm gonna pull up some of my sushi. Hold on. While we're watching these guys get absolutely battered like a fish stick, I'll pull up some sushi. These are the last 3 things of sushi that I made. There's one of them. Hold on, I gotta fix my camera so I can fucking see what's going on here. Scale the window. There we go. That's one of them. That's the last one that I made. This was the one that I made before that. And then I also made... Oh, this was 2 more that I made. This was an experiment. This was a series of experiments. Love me some sushi, man. I make sushi all the time. I actually made sushi 2 days ago for dinner. Love me some sushi. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Random violence is the best violence. It can be. It can be. It can be. Krell's Chosen are much stronger. Yeah, they have stats in the like 40s and 50s. They can be debilitating. They can be truly debilitating. So it's a 40 play. If all the jails are full bandits, you won't be able to resist a 100 Guardian Assault. I'm waiting for someone to decide that they want to completely alter the perspective of the playthrough and just drop like a fucking Leviathan in the middle of the city. And fucking kill the Phoenix with a Leviathan on just to alter the entire like role play. Okay, so Hero, what's going to be your main recruitment method? So we have the ability to conscript people. We have the ability of conscription because of our position, but I feel that we're only going to conscript like sometimes, right? Like the new Templar commander, that's the new Templar commander that they're all whispering about. Excuse me. Hey, Hero, did we complete the Hybrid Slave King playthrough? Yes, we did. It was something. It was something. Now, we can conscript people, though. The Knight Templar has the ability to. The Knight Commander has the ability to conscript people. We conscripted. We conscripted Griffin. That's how we got Griffin. Was we conscripted him. We were like, "Hey, bro, you are. You're one of us now." Look at him clean the bar. Such a great thing to see. Look at him clean that bar. Clean that bar, boy. Clean that bar. Good. Good. Clean that bar, good barman. All right, we need to get stuff so that way we can go build the base. Recruitment consists of you there. It's kind of. How often do you plan to conscript? Not a lot. I feel like I'm going to conscript people that I think have value, right? Like I might go like conscript a priest. Like I think right now I might go conscript a priest, because we need a priest, you know. But I don't think it's going to be something that I do quite like all the time. I think sometimes yes, all the time no. Yeah, we need a priest. We need an old priest and a young priest. The power of Okrin compels you. Is it just me? I always saw the orange robes as prisoner jumpsuits, or even after 1,000 hours, it still throws me off. It's both. It's both. The orange robes are meant to be, they're holy robes, and they're worn by both the priests and the prisoners because the Holy Nation thinks that the prisoners are, in like their slave camps and stuff, are working to achieve, rebirth, right? Like they believe, the holy servants and stuff, they all believe that if they work for the good of Okrin in some capacity, they will end up cleansing their soul, and they will be reborn as a brother of Okrin, as a human, and so as a human male. And so the clergy, the slaves, and the holy chosen all wear the same armor because they're all doing the same thing. They're working for the Okranite faith. The slaves just the prisoners and slaves just don't have a say. They just don't have a say in the matter. So, oh man, I wear them too. Well, I'm gonna make the people in the scribe class probably wear them too. Love and devotion to you, brother Knight Commander Riel. Stetson, my man. Are you a priest? Talk to him. And devotion, brother. Come seeking conscripts for the Templar order on behalf of the Phoenix. Who amongst the clergy will join us? Yes. Let us see who amongst you will join us. I switched my models again, so I feel what is it? The first one never fucking loads. Common problem right now. Stetson. Lord Phoenix's law is word is law, Knight Commander, but you'll find most brothers here are settled, content to guard these walls while others bleed. If you need willing blades, look for the newer conscripts. Men with fire are still in their bellies. The new Phoenix's pet was just here asking for conscripts. I don't like being called a pet, you motherfucker. What? What? You shouldn't speak so. The Knight Commander bears the gaze of Okrin himself. Imagine the audacity calling me the pet of the Phoenix. Good on you. He does, and his order is a purer flame than the tired garrisons. I'd join him in a heartbeat. Oh, good. We have a willing recruit. Yes. Oh, so I have it set, by the way, in the character profile and in the faction profile, that a lot of the high-ranking members of the clergy and inquisitors, the high inquisitors, all of them, hate the Knight Commander, hate Riel. They hate him because they view Riel as a con man or as like a usurper to their authority, right? The inquisitors dislike that he was given such a high position without the military career. and the clergy dislike him because he answers only to the Phoenix, not to them, and they don't like it. They don't like it. So you can tell who's like a higher ranking member of the clergy, being that of Stetson here, and who's a newbie who doesn't have those opinions, like this guy Muga, which is why we're going to take Muga with us. Oh, man. Say you join a heartbeat. Let it be so. I hereby conscript you into my scribe unit as a I spelled priest wrong, as a priest of Oakrid. Join my squad by divine right. Can't spell shit tonight, my god. Divine right. Alright, Muga. Bro said get out. Nice! Then let my heart beat for the cause, Knight Commander. I pledge my life and loyalty to the Templars of Light. Good. 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 Muga's got... Yeah, honestly, I was gonna take Stetson, but he's being a douchebag. And then Muga here was like, I joined the Knight Commander in a heartbeat. Love it. Love it. Love it. Okay, so the scribes are going to be our medic unit, I think. They're going to be research and medic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have him primarily be a medic with rescue. He's on passive and block. I want the scribes to basically just be our medical unit. They don't participate. They're just our medical unit. Give Muga some sugar. It's true. It's true. What AML are you using right now? I'm using DeepSeek 3.2. It's cost about 0.05 more than 4, but so what is it? It's less responsive in terms of it takes longer for things to work, and sometimes the initial line of dialogue for a character doesn't show overhead in the chat box. However, it does in-game commands way better, like having people join your faction, instigating people to attack, trades, all that stuff function way better. So next thing we're going to do is we are going to go to the armor shop. I popped into the armor shop. Where is the armor shop? Oh, there it is. There it is. Muga, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? All right. This place is going to close in any minute, so we're going to fast forward and wait for that. Wait for it to reopen. We're going to go in there, and I'm going to use dialogue to try and farewell Stetson and suck it. I agree. Little bastards trying to usurp me. When do you plan on settling down and making an outpost city instead of roaming? Like this episode. I want to find a place to settle down this episode. In an ideal world, I'm gonna settle down this episode. I don't know exactly where I'm gonna do it yet. I kind of want to be outside of Holy Nation territory a bit for that because like of what we're doing. Additionally, like performance in this area tends to be a little shitey when you start to get an outpost in certain times because there's so many cities nearby. So I'm trying to maybe not be here. But I don't know exactly where I'm going to do it. Soulless Eternal, no one likes nepotism. I'm sorry, I missed you. It's not nepotism. He was chosen by a divine vision. It's not straight nepotism. You know, he's not mooching on daddy's money. He was a random guy that had the traits and features that the Phoenix was looking for, and he was like, that it's you. You're the guy. Somewhere in the bottom right could encompass a large amount. Yeah, I don't know exactly where I want to go yet. I'm torn between a couple of areas. I really like how they're so responsive to the lore of your character. Yeah, that's one of the reasons that I like this particular model is because they're so responsive to it. Granted, you have to like really create like a deep, in-depth story for the characters in the background and whatnot to get some really good interactions. Right. I'm thinking not so much like a city, right? I think a city would be too much. Obviously, we're not going to have civilians. We're not going to have citizens. We need like a fort, just like a fortress, right? It's going to be a fortress, and I'm trying to figure out where. I'd like to build up here. The problem is the Black Dragon Ninja are right there, and they kind of ruin that fucking spot. We could build over here, but again, this is where the Dust King is. They kind of ruin that fucking spot. Yeah, where could we do this? Where could we do this? Where could we do this? I'd say setting up in Bast is pretty easy. Going to guarantee what the content most of the stream is going to be. That's true. That's true. We are going to have our initial campaign against the Shek too. I think the Shek are going to be our primary focus. We're going to start with them. Barrel, Sinner's Gulch, Holy Mine, the Holy Village. Yeah, I'm very conflicted on where we also someone brought up last night and again in the comment section for last night's stream for the first episode as well, that taking on the cannibals is something that we should almost certainly do. Firstly, they're a threat to our northern border, but also they're a very unholy beast. I would set up in the Foglands. The problem with the Fog Islands is that it's currently being guarded by a different subsect of the Holy Nation, that being that of the Dawn Guard. And I don't know if we necessarily want to step on the toes of the Dawn Guard. I'm thinking, yeah, it's a toss-up. It's a toss-up. It's a toss-up. We could set up in the mountains, right? Like set up over here in the mountains. The problem then is that we're near the Flotsam Ninja at that point, so it's gonna be hard to justify being so close to them without wiping them out, you know. We could set up in the mountains over here on the border of the Skim Sands by Okran Shield. I mean, I do want to wipe them out. The problem is that we're too if we're too close to them, it's going to be like, why are we not attacking them now, right? Like, why are we not attacking them now? Best base location is Southern Holy Lands. Your fortress prevents the Shek from attacking. That is a valid idea. That is a valid point. Did you by chance see the Battle for Bass mod? It could add a lot of content as the fight against the UC, and it allows you to take these cities by the whole nation of the United States. I have not seen that, but it's something I will look into for adding to this playthrough, because you're right, that could add a lot to this. I have not seen it, but good point. Do you think Kenshi 2 borders will be more visible, and maybe like have neutral borders like rivers and mountains? What do you mean by like their borders will be more visible? Like what do you mean, like the borders of territories and stuff? Of like faction territories and whatnot? Set on Skinner's Row. That's just, so I just briefly had the thought of settling like over here by this pond and making this area the fortress, right? Like it's but I also, again, I'm worried about performance because a Bad Teeth is nearby, but maybe having something nearby like Bad Teeth is not the worst thing in the world. Not the worst thing in the world. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna head up over this way, and everybody get out there. All right, we're gonna head up over that way actually, and we're gonna head up north a little bit because I'm thinking maybe up here, Oh, Mugas. I was like, what are we doing? Let's head up this way. Settling in Shem is a pretty basic though with my suggestion. Yeah, I try to avoid settling in like Shem and stuff just because it's kind of an overdone area, you know. Heck, these guys, they don't stand a chance. We're gonna put them down. Dad, remove limbs. You don't stand a chance. Just swipe. There's a very round open area by the eastern way station. The other thing too that I really want is I'll probably end up using Shift F12 to place it because I'm not going to be able to build it naturally, but I kind of want an area that I have to build a bridge where it's like on a floating island, or not a floating island like per se, but like a raised area like this, right? Like a raised up area like this, that I have to build an island, a bridge to get to. So like here, maybe here's the main pathway, and then I have to build a bridge, and then it's just an inaccessible tower. I think that could be fun. There's a few areas that have really good places like that in the southeastern portion of the map, like down like here, right? Like down by the pits and the pits east, mostly in the pits. But like, yeah, a really good plateau that is typically inaccessible, but you make it accessible using a bridge is always just such a good, cool area to build. And I think that would be fun. That'd be a ton of fun. All right, let's head over this way. See, let's head over that way. Settling south might be better later game. Well, yeah, that's also true. Although if we settle up this way, what is it? The Shek can come attack us when they're ready. We can get down there, but also like we can circle up to get over here. Late game, we are going to be heading down towards Catlon, but I feel like by late game, it's not going to matter all that much. Base near Drifter's last because no one who plays Kenshi knows what that town looks like. I'm very intimately aware of what Drifter's last look like now. Was it last playthrough I spent a disturbing amount of time there. Grabbed a beer and some snacks to settle in before Hero starts another genius build. Thanks. There's also there's the fucking the what is it? The old Holy Nation fortress here that is now controlled by Fogman. That's really annoying. Frankie popping in with a party of 11. What's going on, Frankie? I see you've been playing a lot of Pal World, my guy. That's pretty badass. I hope you've been enjoying it. 1.0 is I haven't got a chance to play 1.0 yet. Like I re-downloaded it, but I haven't had any free time to do it. So I hope you've been enjoying it. Hope you've been enjoying it. This is not terrible spot, but it's kind of small. Gonna be back to Kenshi on Thursday. Power is pretty nice. Hell yeah, dude! I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, the southern portion of the map has a lot better elevation for base building. That is absolutely true. Absolutely true. I'm kind of like, I almost want to settle like in the mountains, right? That's the other thing is I'm kind of like, do I settle like up in the mountains somewhere? That's why I'm like, maybe like over this way. High up mountains with big bridges could serve as a good defense. That's what I'm saying. Especially since we're limited to tech level 3 and below, right? Like we're limited on some of our defensive countermeasures because we're doing a Holy Nation run. So it would behoove us to take into account that and try to use the environment to make up the difference for the fact that like we're not going to have access to some of the defensive measures that we would late game because of our technological restrictions. So it's something to consider, something to think about. Take over the ruins by Rebirth. Those are I mean, it's not a terrible idea, but it's funny. It's ironic because I'm using Reactive World, and in Reactive World, when you wipe out the Holy Nation, that is where, that's where the Holy Nation makes their last stand. Is the ruins near Rebirth? They do it with like 20 Inquisitors, the whole thing. The not so hidden forest. I found it. Near immediately. Wasn't so hidden. All right, so we're gonna head up into the mountains over here. The tail end of these mountains. I kind of want to see what's over this way and see what maybe we can, if we can build over here, set up over this way, and then we'll send somebody up to World's End to grab supplies and stuff. We'll send George up there to grab supplies. Mounted crossbows are better than most expect, especially if you have water and some guys some guys on turrets outside the gate. You put food up there, and anyone who attacks your base doesn't phase through. Yeah, I tend to avoid the water strat. I find it it's effective. I definitely think it's effective. It's obviously effective, right? But I also feel kind of cheap when I do it, and also like from a world building perspective, I'm like, no one's gonna want to swim through your front gate. Like your guys aren't gonna want to swim through your front gate, Try to avoid the water strat. head up into the Arm of Okran. See if we can maybe settle up here in the mountains somewhere. But mounted crossbows are better than I think a lot of people give them credit for. I agree. Can I see Rebirth from here? If I pop over here? No, just Wend. Just Wend. I do think settling in the mountains is probably my best bet, though. Settle on up here. Like I said, we'll send somebody up to World's End to grab supplies. Once we find a good spot that we deign is acceptable. Headed to right up there. Doesn't need to be a huge spot. Mountain base, the dwarves of Clan Angler would be proud. It's true. It's true. It's true. The mighty dwarves would be proud. We're gonna base right here. We gotta find a spot that is relatively open, but with decent resource accumulate decent resources around. Relatively open, decent resources around. I can, you know, put a little bit of extra work in to make the mountain fortress look good using Shift F12 and like set up the all the things that we need. The main thing is that we need access to supplies, materials. That's gonna be the hard part. And here there's none. Iron, copper, yeah, it's shit. That's gonna be the big problem with setting up in the mountains themselves. So it may behoove us to set up somewhere maybe down the mountain. She'll be coming down the mountain. That's not even the words. I don't know why I said that. Oh my god. The other thing is the fucking pathfinding up here is bad. The stream elements timer is nice, by the way. Thanks. I wanted to take some of the load off saying he's always having to like share the Tengu's Vault link and all that stuff. So I basically just set it up to every like half an hour it just drops it. Every half an hour it drops it. So take some of the responsibility and some of the pressure off saying to remember to do it. Not that he minds, of course, not that he minds, but free him up for some of the more for some of the other things. He's trying to replace me with AI. No, I'm trying to free you up to deal with troublemakers and lollygaggers because I find that as of late I've been getting more and more of them. No lollygagging. That's what I'm saying. No lollygag. No lollygag. Lollygagging is not allowed. Banned for lollygagging. Stone, iron, copper, nothing. Fuck me, man. It's so bad. It's so bad. Well, maybe this isn't going to work. Yeah, okay. Heading south is probably the option then. Heading south is probably the option then. I was trying to avoid it, but I think heading south is probably the option then. That makes sense. I should really move my timers over to Stream Elements. Nightbot has a weird minimum required chat message to activate the timers, so it's a slow stream for me. It kind of just goes silent, and then I get interaction. I get like 9 messages at once. That's fucking annoying. Are we being chased? We are. Those are fucking cannibals. Those are fucking cannibals. We're being chased by cannibals. All right. It's fine. We'll carve them up nice. Carve them up nice is what we shall do. Yes, we shall. Nice. And Griffin's just fucking running for it, man. He's not playing. He's not playing. How much damage did he do? Not a ton, but enough. Take me to your leader. It's that man right there. That man right there. Take me to your leader and chop his limbs off. I'll be able to take him down. Griffin hunting down cannibals we can't even see with his 6th sense. Literally, I mean, he just knows. We just chopped that dude's fucking arm off. We did. You know what's really funny? I feel like Riel's go-to move is delimbing, right? Like he's got a flurry about him, right? When he swings his sword, he like does a flourish with it because it's a saber class, And so he's got that flourish, and he just keeps removing arms. And it makes me laugh, because, like, that's such a Holy Nation move, too. The idea of, like, delimbing your target, remove their limbs. I feel like that's such a Holy Nation move. Is there a way to teleport one single character from point A to point B without using the rest squads thing? If you have the dev kit, yeah. If you have the dev kit, the dev tool, you can click on that single character, right? So I'll use Frosty as an example, and you go over to where you want to go. Make sure that character is selected. Teleport. Boom. Frosty's right there. And you can do it with multiple people, too. So get the redev mod. Get the redev mod. That's my recommendation. Who are you? Skeleton! There it is. Our first look at pure, unfettered evil. Pure, unfettered evil. According to everything that the Holy Nation believes. There's a handful of them. We will take them down. We will crush them. We will crush them. Feel the lamentations of their women. Nice. Our hacker class weapons will defile them with our increased damage against skeletons. Put them down. We get that armor pen too. Absolutely batter them. Batter them all. Riel's just fucking giving it, man. Giving it. Just giving it. We got cannibals here too. Horse. This appears to be their leader. Who's got a bounty for him? Holy Nation. Nice. Take your weapons. Sell your weapons. Turn you in. Get a nice bounty. Turn them in. Get a nice bounty. Would we turn them in though? I mean, we can't burn them at the stake. They're skeletons. So like, there's that. We will be taking your weapons though. We will be taking your weapons. Yes, we shall. All of these guys have bounties, I'm pretty sure. 2,000 for the Holy Nation. Yeah. Yeah. Take all of their weapons. You, come on. Loot. You. Nice. Put him down. Now we're just beating on this down skeleton. Fantastic. Watch Riel encounter a group of skeletons that just break out bit axes and weed whack the Holy Nation. I would not be surprised by that outcome, to be honest with you. Got caught stealing. How? He can't even move. He can't even move. We demolished his ass. He can't even move. Who's gonna catch me? Huh? That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Take their weapons. They shall be afforded nothing, especially weapons. All right. Seeing these skeletons makes me ask: will there be a crusade at the scrap house? Oh, almost definitely. We will be taking on the Black Desert City and wiping out the scrap house. It's going to be a bitch of a fight, but we're most definitely going to do it. We are most definitely going to do it. All right, let's load up these skeletons. We're probably only going to get half for most of them, because I feel like a lot of them are going to bleed out before we get back there. But I would be remiss if I allowed such creatures to roam. I would be remiss if I allowed such creatures to roam. Stunning. Alrighty then, let's head back down. Koki, oh, Koki's unconscious. Muga, go pick him up. Stunning. Yeah, no, we'll probably end up raiding the Black Desert City, though. Almost definitely. Almost definitely. We will make a brief pit stop at the Lone Shack. at the lone shack. Use the bed there to rest up probably, and then we'll continue our journey back to drop these guys off. Let the Inquisitorium handle them. Okay, let the Inquisitorium handle them. Show them what for it mean. I've never attacked a Black Desert City. Never thought of it in my run. Super excited to see you attempt it. It's gonna be tough because the acid rain is gonna prove to be a real problem. Plus, the scrap house itself is a fucking fortress. Not because the layout makes it tough, but because the sheer number of soldier bots and skeletons that are in there, like skeleton spiders that are in there. Plus Dak and Quinn, and for some reason, I say for some reason, I know why. Because I have my population setting set to 2, and Dak is actually not listed as a unique NPC. He's listed as a normal, as a like an NPC that just spawns with Quinn. Because I have my NPC setting set to 2, 2 Daks get spawned, so there's going to be 2 of them in there. What species is George? He's a cage beast. He's a cage beast. He's from the animals mod. He was actually cut content. He was the cage beast was supposed to be in the game, or was originally for the game and was cut content in the concept art. Who is that? Is that a skeleton? Oh my god, they just keep coming. You gonna try and attack me? Hope not, because we about to beat your ass. Interesting. Why didn't we get them in the unmodded game? I don't know why it was cut. I don't know why it was cut. I know that the original hope for them was that, like, you could put bounties into the cages and, like, use them to carry bounties and stuff, but I don't know what the reasoning they were cut from the game was. I should probably ask next time I chat with my my friendies over at Lo-Fi. I wonder if they'll tell me why they were cut. I wonder if they'll tell me why they were cut. Make sure to build tents in the Deadlands camps. Yeah. Oh my fuck, that is a lot of... There's a lot of skeletons. That is a lot. Pay mind to that. More than I expected, that is for sure. Where's that shack at? There it is. If I had to guess, I'd say they either couldn't implement them correctly, or they found that as pack beasts they were a little too similar to Garu. Yeah. I mean, that might be it. I will say they are incredibly convenient because the amount of storage space they have, in conjunction with their ability to stack, is really fucking nice. Really, really nice. So, super convenient. Super convenient. Alrighty. Oh yeah, that's the other thing with the Streamlabs bot that I have that does the advertisements, is not only does it do advertise Tengu's Vault, but it does it on intervals. So it does 2 messages and it goes back and forth between them. So at the half-hour mark, it does a Tengu's Vault ad, and then the next half-hour mark, it does a channel membership ad, and then at the next one, it does a Tengu's Vault ad, which is super nice. It just does it every at half-an-hour intervals. It alternates between them. Super nice. Would recommend switching, Bear. I find it much more convenient. Much more convenient. Much more convenient. All right, we need to put Koki in here. The irony that we're using a Flotsam Ninja's escape, like refugee escape, is as the place that we're letting Koki heal up, and we're Holy Nation. It's funny. There's a level of irony to that. Seriously, we're out of range for that? All right, well, that's fine. We'll grab all the stuff and deliver it to our cage beast. Tradesies. Yeah, cage beasts could be great. It's funny because I never use pack animals either. I just never like think to use them. So it's cool that it's cool using them now. His head literally through the window. I mean, literally, he's poking in and he still can't fucking do it. Nonsense. Nonsense. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Trade with George. All that good stuff right there. Committing crime. We are going to commit great crime. You got games on your phone? Literally. They want games. They got games. Nice. A lot of good food. Early on, food is always the thing that I'm the most concerned about, so this is quite the score. Quite the score. Go, Han. Go, Han. Where'd you go, Han? Drop the meat, grab the Gohan. Nice. Trade. Them loaves. Gohan, food. Good stuff, good stuff. Anything else in here that we want to grab? I don't think so. No, I think we've grabbed everything we really need. Just waiting for Koki to heal up, and then we should be good to go. Cool. Let Koki heal up and good to go. Time to go, Gohan. Go home. Yeah. Literally. He looks adorable, though. I'm gonna level. He's huge, but he looks adorable. He looks like a sweet boy. He looks like a good boy. He does. He looks like a good boy. Giant anteater, but good boy. I heard you got breads in there. I did. I heard you got breads in there. We're running like that. My God. Koki, slow down, bro. Slow down. Oh, we're being attacked. Who are we being attacked by? Fucking skeleton, man. The old machines assault us. Gotta take them down. Do all of these guys have, who has bounties? You had a bounty. You have a bounty. You have a bounty. So Cabo doesn't have a bounty. He's dead. Cabo is dead. I didn't mean to put everyone down, you fucking buffoons. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. I just wanted to put Cabo down. So do you have the iron side still installed for this run? I don't, but honestly I should. I feel like it would make it'd be a good challenge. It'd be a solid challenge. But I don't. I'm just happy and surprised I'm still alive. I'm happy and surprised you're still alive too. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm happy that you're still alive too, and I'm surprised that you're still alive. It's funny. So whenever I do the thing where I start naming characters after channel members, I always get I always feel bad when they die. I feel really bad when they die because like they're named after people and then they die. You know. I was just thinking about taking the Black Desert City and how it would already be attached without having to deal with Kenshi and Co. Oh yeah, dude, it'd be bad. And because I have double spawns on, there's 2 Kenshis there. There would be 2 Kenshis there, 2 Zagans and Squin. Like, it would not be a fucking easy fight whatsoever. Real tough fight. Real tough fight. We'll drop these boys off, get some cats for their bounty, and then we'll head south and try to do that. Still think dying cleansed is a happy ending. Who said that? Far happier than dying with the sins of the world clinging to your soul, yes. Sins or no, the dust claims us all in the end. It's just sand. Claims us all the same. It's just sand. Sand, it could hide anything. I bet there are whole cities buried out there. Cities of bones, maybe. Starving bandits? What are you guys doing? Hand over your food. Boy, what the feck are you talking about? Muga, you get over here. George, you stand there. You're on passive. If they attack you, you can attack back. But until then, don't move. We're going to de-limb many of them. De-glove them, one might say. De-glove them. Oh, man. We've got a third-party betting on who's going to die next in the Discord. Saiyans next, though. JK Saiyans next, though. You monster frisbee. Dude, we're de-limbing everybody. It's so funny. Everybody that, that Riel hits, he fucking removes a limb. That sword of his is just built for de-limbing. My god. I find that helps me get invested in the run if I have a character I either named or who's named after me. Sometimes I do that, yeah. Sometimes I do that. I'll like do a character. I have one character named Hero. Alrighty. We'll go. We're off. We're off. This is when I outlive all other characters. It may happen. It may happen. It may happen. Alright, so we're headed back towards Blister Hill. We'll drop these things off, get some money, grab some materials, head south, try to look for a spot to build. Keep going, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. Oh, that was a really good one. I sincerely hope that got heard over the mic because that was a really good one. That felt fucking awesome. Oh my god, that was a really good one. Oh, that felt fucking fantastic. Whoo. Yeah, that was... Oh boy. Oh, oh man, that put some pep in your step. That's what that is. That felt fucking great. Zane is the antithesis of Plop. No matter how hard we try to kill him, he just won't die. Oh, Zane, how does it feel to be relegated to that position? How does it feel? How does it feel? Oh my god. Plop ratted, I know he did. Listen, somebody sold us out, and we have reason to believe that it was, in fact, the Plop man. All the cages are full of starving bandits. All right, well, the plan to fill the cages with starving bandits has unironically worked. I can't turn in any of my fucking bounties. I gotta find the Inquisitor, I think. Gotta find the man who's manning the cage. Takes a note for the Holy Nations and need to come and re-educate you. Heresy! Heresy! Come on. I know a guy who cracks his neck, who cracked his neck and he could not move nor walk from the next day onward. Oy vey. You're cracking it too hard, man. Cracking it too hard. Don't, You don't want to fucking snap your neck, but if your shit gets stiff, you know, it gets stiff. Sometimes it gets stiff. You shouldn't be trying to snap your neck, though. It's my pleasure. We need to discuss payment, okay? Because I am a servant of Okran, but I also need to fund my stuff. Plus, I already have maximum relations with the Holy Ones. No, that's not. Talk to you. There we go. Talk to you, Rossi. Get over here and talk to him. There we go. And saying you have the other one as well. Gotta wait for his dialogue to disappear. There we go. payment. Stunning. Okay, so we put them down. And we are good to go. We love that. Let's pop in over to the barracks real fast. Rest up, and then we are good. Then we are good. Who needs to rest up? It's mostly Frosty. Your legs are all fucked up, my man. You got bad legs. Bad legs. Noodle legs, one might say. It's literally all Shek starving bandits. That's so fucking funny. And then we're gonna grab some building materials and set off to try and find a place to build the Templars' mighty fortress, where they will begin their war on the forces of Kenshi. Oh man. Wait for Riffraff to heal up. Stunning. Stunning, stunning, stunning. Alright, wait till morning. Yeah, if you're looking for my mod list, just search my name on the Steam Workshop under collections. You'll find them. I have every playthrough that I've ever done on stream has a collection, and that collection is available for download. Right there. You can cherry pick through it the whole nine. Cherry pick through it. It's all right there for you. There is the we'll go mechanical shop. Good. There we go. There we go. Khajiit has wares. Sell to you. Do we have any other weapons and stuff we want to sell? No, Dachi. Umiari. Like club. Good. All right, cool. Building materials. Buy a bunch of those. I don't know how much money I have. There we go. Buy a bunch of building materials. Enough to get things sorted. Shit ton of iron plates as well. Just a ton of iron plates to get that sorted out. We'll have to get wind generators at some point, but we should be able to get copper pretty easy. Copper's pretty plentiful in the border zone. I feel like we're going to end up basing somewhere near the border zone. Now we need books too, yeah. Get a bunch of books just so we can start getting our research done early. And then what else? What else? Basic furniture, we'll take you. Random furniture, take that too. Harpoonery, old headquarters, holy banners. Yeah, we'll take those. Can't afford it. I don't even have 500 gold. What the? Good thing I have all these weapons I can sell for a shit ton of money. All right. Holy banners, good. Holy lighting, we'll take those. Hell yeah, get all that good stuff. All that good stuff. I saw today that someone made a Kenshi conversion mod for Mountain Blade. That's fucking wild to me. Yeah, I commented on that video. If you're thinking of the one that if it's the one that I'm thinking of, I commented on it. All I said was noise, but I commented on it. It's funny because my channel has reached a size where if you have like less than 20,000 or like 25,000 or 30,000, I think it's less than 35,000 subs, you get a notification if I like a special notification, right? Because you get YouTube notifications when someone comments on your video, or any of your posts or anything like that. But if a large channel or a channel that's significantly bigger than like yours or like within a certain range of yours comments on your stuff, you get a YouTube Studio notification, which is different. It kind of pops up differently. And so it's always funny when I comment on Kenshi stuff, because it makes it, I don't know, it makes me feel good. That's I guess that's my point. It makes me feel good. It's always funny to see the reaction when I comment on Kenshi related stuff, on smaller channels. And I try to do it frequently because I like chatting with the community and stuff, but it's just funny. It's funny when it happens. The reactions always give me a giggle. And Statue of the Emperor, we'll grab that too. Good. We got a lot of good research done, or research, stuff to grab there. So holy banners and whatnot. Good guy hero meme. It's not a meme. I try. No, I try. I try. All right, we're gonna head over here. I want to see the lake here and see if there's anything there. We'll start with that area and go from there. It's not quite the shape that I'd like, but I'm willing to give it a shot. Willing to give it a shot. How well do you think the hub did economically, culturally, etc. before it was destroyed? I mean, I think it did okay. It was still, a part of it was a part of the Holy Nation. The hub was a Holy Nation city that was then taken by the Shek, and then the Shek held it for a while, realized that they didn't have the manpower to keep holding it because the Holy Nation was just battering their walls, and then they razed it to the ground, and walked away from it because they were like, "Hey, if we can't have it, you can't have it either, you fucking dick." So they were like, if you can't have it, we can't have it. No, we can have it. And then the Holy Nation never took it back because they think it's haunted now because of the trade ninjas that are assassinating anybody that goes near the place. With that being said, I think that it was probably, I mean, it was called the hub, right? And you'd think, I know that like the joke is that like it's kind of in the center-ish of Kenshi. It's like the center area, like the center of the beginning areas. Like it's the hub. It's where you start. It's the beginning area. It's the hub of the game. But also, I imagine it was kind of like an economic hub. There's a lot of buildings there. I imagine it was kind of like an economic hub, in my opinion. Imagine you put your heart and soul into Kenshi lore videos, spending hours working on it, put it out into the world, and you get a notification that Hero said comment in your video. It just says you're wrong. Oh, damn, dude. I thought it was going to be a wholesome moment, and Bear's like, nah, can you imagine? That's funny. You're a funny man. That's funny. That'd be funny. I wouldn't do it, but that'd be funny. All it says is you're wrong. It's not even like an explanation or like a polite correction or anything like that. It's just like, nah, you're wrong. Bad. I thought you were going wholesome. He did not. You should comment that on Pato's next lore video, no matter what it's about, just wrong. That's so funny. He'd probably text me like, what are you doing? So funny. Why you do this? Why have you done this? Yeah, this area ain't gonna work. Excuse me. This area ain't gonna work. It's not mountainous enough. We need more mountains. I crave mountains. Yeah, I think border zone's probably where we're gonna have to go. Calls you in an Arnold voice like, "Why have you betrayed me?" Literally, so funny. Oh, guys, I have good news and bad news. What do you guys want first? The good news or the bad news? I've got both. I've got good news and I've got bad news. Bad news first. There is no Tengu's Vault this Thursday. There was some scheduling conflicts on Pato's end, and unfortunately, we have to cancel Tengu's Vault this Thursday. We do. I know. Devastating news. I know. However, hold on. Everybody calm down. However, what just got deleted by Streamlabs? The fuck? Oh, Bazinga, that's funny. It's because you were all caps. That's why. Because of the caps. Fucking goddamn. Anyway. Shut the stream down. Bazinga keeps getting typed out because he keeps typing in all caps. It's funny. Oh god, it's all caps and the fucks in there. I really need to make exceptions for certain words. I don't care about fucks and stuff. I just care about slurs. Anyway, maybe I don't know. I'll go in and edit it. It's so angry. It's true. It's angry. So anyway, here's the good news. We have good news for you. So Tengu's Vault is canceled. This is canceled on Thursday. However, we're gonna make up for it by doing 2 episodes next week. We're gonna have double feature. We're gonna do like one either Monday or Tuesday, and then another on Thursday. We're gonna double up. So it's gonna be a double week. 2 episodes of Tengu's Vault. So no Tengu's Vault this Thursday, but we will be doubling. We will be doubling. You have to have Pato feet picks to compensate us. I unfortunately am not able to grab the foot, the sausage foot pictures of Pato. You're gonna have to ask Pato for those. I don't have them, unfortunately. No, we are doing a double stream next week though to make up for it. So we'll have 2 episodes out for you guys next week. So it is unfortunate, but you know, again, double feature next week. So at least there's a trade off, you know, of some kind. These guys, starving bandits, are gonna ask for my food again, and then I'm gonna have to put them in the dirt. In the dirt. Put them in the dirt. Kill them. Oh, look, they died. And Muga got really fucked up, dude. He needs to not do that. Oh, man. Unblock this post. Oh, it's funny. I will, I gotta tweak the chat bot a little bit. No biggie. No biggie. It does seem to be less aggressive now, but it's still a little too aggressive for my taste. For my liking. Still a little too aggressive for my liking. There might be a spot that we can put a tower up here in the mountains that we can like use. I can like shift F12 in like a set of stairs or something to get up to and make a previously inaccessible spot accessible. Like up here, except this place is already owned. Pato Hero told me that you have to send feet pics on the Discord or he won't do Tengu's Vault anymore. He said it on stream, so totally believe that, right? Oh, man, I'm just too provocative. Gets the bots going. It's true. It's true. It's true. You're provoking the bots. You're provoking them. Stop it, Patrick. You're scaring them. As I make another SpongeBob reference, even though I'm a big fat phony and never really watched SpongeBob growing up. Didn't really watch it. Wasn't for me. Didn't really watch it. Wasn't for me. Not my bag, baby. Not my bag. Sorry. Always build over here. I've built over here before. Oh, you know what? We could put a fortress right here and just put a... Yeah. Yeah, that's an idea. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, not George. Why is just George going up there? That's stupid. That's stupid. You're being stupid. That's stupido. Complete and utter disrespect Hero does with the SpongeBob quotes. It's part of my thing though. It's part of my thing though. Part of my brand. Part of my brand. Make a pretty nice fortress right here. The downside is that we would have no real defense. We'd have no real defense on the bridge, right? Because we wouldn't be able to cage in the bridge. So maybe not. Maybe not. It does institute a good choke point, but maybe not. Maybe not. But maybe building instead of up high, down low. Up high, down low. Ah, God, I've been watching too many fucking cartoons with my kids. Too much PBS with my kids. I'm singing the fucking songs from their shows. I need to not do that. I need to not fucking do that. I just realized I don't know what George is. Is that a is that portrait? Yeah, hold on. George is a pack beast. My boy's a pack beast. And he's massive. Cage beast. Not a pack beast, sorry, a cage beast. Big boy. Carries all of our food. Good man. Good man. If you have small children, you will experience SpongeBob. I mean, I was around SpongeBob a lot, and I just was never really into it. I think the jokes are funny. I don't like the show. Like, I think the references and the jokes are funny. I don't like the show. it's funny. Like that's funny to me. So, what is it? There's a funny little fact about Kenshi, not Kenshi. Sorry, funny little fact about fucking SpongeBob. My dad actually went to high school with fucking Tom Kenny. My dad went to high school with Tom Kenny. My dad knew and slash knows like a disturbing number of people, and it's funny because it's one of those things that I could never like. There's no way I could ever prove it, right? Um, he was friends with George Carlin. Uh, George Carlin used to, when I was a kid, I had no idea he was famous. I didn't know he was famous until well after he died. I was like 14 when I found out that he was famous, and he had already been dead for a long time by then. But like when I was like 3 until I was like 6 or 7, um, I think it was about 6 was the last time that I saw him. Once a year, George Carlin would come over and have dinner at the house. I had no idea. I had no idea that like he was famous or was a thing. I just knew that every so often my dad's friend would show up. People would come over, take pictures with him in his car. I never knew why, and they'd sit out on the front porch and they'd drink and chat, and then he'd leave. Right, it was a once a year thing. I had no idea who he was until I was like 14. Had never been explained to me. Justifiably so. I was a child, and George Carlin's humor wasn't exactly fit for a 5-year-old. You know, justifiably so. My dad went to high school with Tom Kenny. And he also what is it? Got shit faced at a bar with Blake Shelton once. Um, I don't know. He just like knows or has been around like a lot of like famous people. I don't understand why, because like my dad was like a regional contractor. Like I don't. He didn't do anything to be around people. He just I don't know. He's a very charismatic guy, is what it is, or he was. Um, Not so much these days. He didn't really talk to people much these days. But like when he was younger, he was a very charismatic guy. So still charismatic. He just doesn't talk to people anymore. Oh man. Okay, so there's the hub. Yeah, I'm really struggling to find out where we want to set up shop. Where we want to set up shop. Man, shit, Fog Islands might be the best bet, but we're gonna get absolutely smacked if we go to the Fog Islands right now. Maybe we'll head a bit farther south. We're not gonna set up in Squint, obviously. That'd be stupid. I want to set up close enough that if we need reinforcements, they'll actually get to us, right? Because the thing is, if we set up down in the Sten Desert or anywhere near there, reinforcements from the Holy Nation come from up here. The Shek will come from here, and like they won't ever get to us in time. I want somewhere where we're gonna be able to like meet in the middle, you know, somewhere to meet in the middle, somewhere to meet into the middle. When they updated the algorithm, it put him back to like 0 subs, even though he had 1-ish million in like 2014. Yeah, yeah. Although these days sub count doesn't actually matter all that much, or like at all really. It's just a like a memoriam of how many people have watched you over time. Early on, sub count mattered because early on sub count was directly reflective of how many people were watching your content. But now YouTube has been out for so long, like it's been a platform for so long that it no longer reflects how many people are watching your content because like it's old, you know. So like a lot of accounts are fucking inactive. You know, there's a good number of YouTubers that have sub counts that are in the. Oh, you know what we could do? We could set up where I have an idea. I have an idea. I have an idea. A lot of YouTubers have sub counts that are ridiculously high, like in the millions, but then they only get like 10 to 20,000 views, 10, 20, 30,000 views in upload or 50,000 views in upload. And assuming that they're not like a degenerate lolcow that lost their standing in the community, the answer is usually because most of their fan base is just not on the platform anymore. Over here. All right, so what's the resource situation over here? What do we got? Anything good? Anything good? All right, fertility, stone, copper, iron. So there is copper deposits. Are they accessible to us from in here, or are they like down here? They're down here. Fuck. Fuck! It's iron. And I think copper's the same thing. I think they're like down over there. Fuck. There. Maybe one day Hero will have a meet and greet. It would be really cool if, I'd like to go to cons, you know, if when Kenshi 2, information comes out and if they're doing like a con, I would love if they invited me to do a con. One of my end goals, like my dreams, right? Not goals, but like dreams. One of my dreams with my channel is that, I get invited to do a panel with Lo-Fi. Like I get to sit on the panel as like one of their like the content creators that works with them, and like one of the larger. I think I'm the largest purely Kenshi YouTuber. I could be wrong on that, but I think I'm the largest pure Kenshi YouTuber. There's larger channels that have done Kenshi content or that have done a lot of Kenshi content, but I think I'm the only pure Kenshi YouTuber, where that's the entire focus of my channel. I think I am one of, if not the largest. But it'd be so fucking cool. It'd be so fucking cool to do a panel, like with Lo-Fi. That'd be so badass. I think that would be real badass. Real dream come true moment right there. That's what that would be. Really struggling to find where we want to set up shop. Really struggling here. Might be time to break out the base spot guides. I mean, it's just more of an area of like, an issue of finding like an area that I think is going to work for the aesthetic for the base that I want, right? They're giving the panel to General Sam. Yeah. Man. I would be okay with it, to be honest with you. Sam's fucking hilarious. Sam is hilarious. Sam is hilarious. I'd be okay with it. Anti-Zell Parade. Oh, Chris ain't going for that. Nah, the thing, I like Chris and them like me though. Like, they're big fans of my work. They watch my content. They talk about my content. They share it amongst themselves. Like, they're big fans of the channel, right? This is from them. They're like massive fans of the channel. Obviously, we've done work together before. We're doing more work together. Did you not play Valorborn, a game supposedly resembling Kenshi? I did, and then I ended up the last 20 minutes of it talking about why it's a shitbox, and I don't recommend supporting it because I think it's going to end up being abandonware. I'm almost positive it's going to end up being abandonware, but no, the thing is like Chris and them, they're all fans of the channel. They watch my content. They like my stuff. You know, they watch my stuff. They share my stuff amongst themselves, like in their group chats and stuff. Like they're well aware of everything that I do. Obviously, again, I do work with them and I chat with them. I wouldn't say regularly, but like semi-regularly, a fair amount. We've done work before. What do you mean? I have shorts on their fucking on the Lo-Fi channel. My voice is in, I think, four shorts on their channel so far. I've done 4 narrations on their channel already. I can't imagine any worse spokesperson for a brand than General Sam. The fact he gets sponsors blows my mind. Love his content, though. You're wholesome and big enough to get on. So General Sam's thing is that he's unabashedly he's like Theo Von in the sense that like he says crazy heinous shit, but that's his brand, right? Like it's not like he is It's not like he you know is like a lolcat. It's not like he's like well he's Boogie. It's not like he's Boogie where he created a persona of being Mr. Rogers of the internet and then it turns out he's a degenerate. He came right on and was like, "Nah, dude, I say really fucked up stuff. That's who I am." And he owned it and made it his brand, right? People don't care if you say heinous shit or you say, you know, you if you say heinous shit or if you make like off-color jokes within reason, of course. If you make off-color jokes, they don't care. What they care about is when you break character, right? And that's why I've always said that like I refuse to put on a character for my content because I can't fucking maintain it. I can't maintain it. I would never be able to maintain it. I can't pretend to be anything other than what I am. So the big issue, the thing with Sam is like he's able to get sponsors and all that stuff because he's just Sam. That's who he is, right? Like they come in knowing exactly who he is. He doesn't try to lie about it. He doesn't create a you know, create any of that stuff. A lot of his scripts, I think, are ad-libbed. I think he ad-libs a lot of that stuff. To be honest, I don't think he like necessarily scripts out every video. I think a lot of times he ad-libs shit. He's also just naturally like he's just a funny guy. He's just a naturally funny guy. He's just got that natural haha to him, you know. You know, I've built here. This was actually where I built in the original Dwarf series. I had this entire area, this entire section walled off. It was a whole thing. Solid base. Really nice base. It was really good. Really good. The slight incline makes it kind of annoying to build in, but, you know, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Man, I need like a ravine. I need like a good ravine. The mountains call to me, but the ravines also may work if I can find a good flat spot in ravines. But the mountains do call to me. They do. They really do. They really do. They really, really do. Holy Military Base is right there. That's the one that holds off the Fog Islands. Maybe I could build a second one that holds the Fog Islands. Holds the Fog Islands at bay. Or I could just be a pissant and build here again. I've done that a few times. Right at the entryway of Wen. Shrieking Forest, don't even joke about that. Get assaulted by fucking hordes of angry nudists again. Oh, man. Get assaulted by absolute hordes of angry nudists again. If it wasn't for the acid rain, I'd almost set up and drag. Honestly, I'm kind of leaning back towards going to the Fog Islands again, but I'm not. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Skinner's Row, maybe they're trying to push the Holy Nation. The Holy Nation's trying to push out that direction to claim land, build a base, right? I mean, yeah, we could potentially go there. Resources are my big concern out here. Is the resources, but we find a good enough spot, we may be able to make it work. May be able to make it work. I kind of really liked the design that they had for Oakland Shield, where they have that big wall, and then they have the big wall there, and then fucking the kill box. Like, it looked really good. It looked really, really good. Angry nudists. Yeah, hey, that's what they are, man. They're angry nudists. They're angry nudists. They're very angry nudists. That's what they are. I refuse to refer to them as anything other than that. That's what they are. Let's head over this way. And you want to be near the Holy Nation, right? Well, I want to be like within proximity enough to where reinforcements can come and assist us when we inevitably have Shek raids, right? Because the Shek are going to be coming for us, right? They're gunning for us. They're coming for us. Plus, we're going to have the bread weeps to worry about too if we base in this general area. So, like, not that I'm worried about them long term, but in the short term, the bread weeps are going to be fucking annoying. They're going to be coming for our loaves, you know. And hold on. Oh, I don't think we'll be able to build here because of this fucking... Because of the Dust King. God damn you. God damn you, Dust King. Why do you fucking ruin everything? You son bitch. You son bitch! Ruins everything. Dust King's over here ruining everything. As he's been known to do. Can't you delete their marker and make their own? I could move it. I could. But the problem is it's unreliable. Moving markers like that can be really unreliable. Like sometimes you'll load back in and they'll just be like the marker will be fixed and everything's not, it doesn't work anymore. It's a whole thing. The buildings you built are gone. Like it's unreliable. It's a hard thing to do because it's not super reliable. The way they split, yeah, literally, I don't know why they did that. It was really kind of dumb. Kind of dumb. I don't need copper as much as I need iron nearby, so that's another thing to pay attention to. How's right here? How's right here? Well, at least Kenshi's code wasn't made of wet bread. Yeah. Yeah, iron. There's an iron node, right. Oh, right there. Look at that. Means there is iron nearby. What was the stone on here? Stone is fucking 0. 0 stone. All the stone is up here. How frustrating. How frustrating. Okay, well. The bread weebs. The bread weebs. Down with the bloody bread weebs. We've got this section here. Hop over and see what we've got. These dust bandits. They are. Yeah, this is such a bitch every time. This is something that I feel like I spend, at least in every playthrough, I spend at least one episode trying desperately to figure out where I want to base. Every fucking episode, every time, every series. I spend one full episode every series just sitting here trying to figure out where I want to base. It is simultaneously hilarious and frustrating. Minor erosion as a camp is smushed. Mushed. Good thing about Skinner's and Border Zone's reactive world is that the Holy Nation ruins become resettled when you push the Shek back, so it could be a cool aspect of basing there. That's true. That is true. Could be a neat little thing. Neat little thing that happens. Dust storms don't fucking help though. Holy military base or a mine? It's a mine. Have a bar here maybe? Well, not a bar, but like a place I can sleep. Probably a place I can sleep. At least it's just episode 2. Last one took half the session, half the season before base. That's true. We did move around for quite a while before we ended up basing in the last one. We did move around for quite a while. Maybe we'll do like just a big out in the open base. I don't think I've built on flat out in the open land like this in a while. Maybe we'll just do like a big flat open base. I don't think I've done that in a long, long time. I usually look for like terrain and stuff to make things look more, you know, like more built. The stone quality's so fucking bad here, though. Wish I could get up on top of this. Right over here. If I go here, how bad is that? Oh, fuck. Oh, shit, son. This is actually, like, really good. This is dumb good. Why is right here so good? What the hell? What? Yeah, dude, this is so good. What is this? My God. Look at the stats on this land. Look at the stats on this land. Like that's actually so good. It's got everything. It's got literally everything. Why is that like that? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's wild. Wild work. That's what that is. That's wild work. It's dumb good. It's dumb good. Using the mountain as part of the back. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we can build outward. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we can do that. That'll do. That'll do. It's got a slight incline, little flat, but yeah, well, it's good. Yeah, we can do that. That'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. That'll do. Small shack. That's what we need. We need a small shack. That's dumb good. That's dumb good. Build one small shack. All right. right. Koki, go ahead and pull this stuff off George. Any advice when building on uneven terrain like Shem? Yeah, make everything even with the Shift F12. It'll make you it makes the base look better because it doesn't look dilapidated. Always bothers me when the base is like when your walls and stuff like that aren't straight. And like they're like cockeyed and slanted and stuff. Additionally, utilize the uneven terrain to your advantage to increase and decrease the height variation in the buildings. Because when you add variation to the buildings in terms of height, because everything looks flat typically, right? Everything looks flat. The buildings all have generally the same height. Your base looks flat. You build a mega city. If I put 500 buildings here and layered them all out, it would look like a big flat base. Use anything you can to add variation in height to your base. Like it's quintessential, I feel like. All right. What are we gonna name the Templars base? What are we gonna name it? The Templars of Light. What are we gonna name it? What do we name it? Come up with a good name that befits us. Okran's Fist. They already have an Okran's Fist. Already have Okran's Fist. Is the faction named, by the way? Yeah, we are the Templars of Light. The faction is in fact named. His name. Okran's Foot. Okran's left bosom. Templars Keep. That one's not terrible. Not terrible. Okran's Foot is funny. That makes me giggle. It's a good one. It's a good name. Good name. The Silver Citadel. I like the Silver Citadel. It's good. It's good. The Silver Citadel. Right? It's got that shiny vibe, right? Silver is supposed to be a purifying metal. It's got the Silver Citadel. Good. Good. Kind of it has that light motif. It's got all that stuff. All right. Next thing we have to do is drop. We need something to make stone mine. Drop a stone mine. 82. As high as 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90. Right there. Boom, 90. Love 90. Silver Citadel 5 times fast. Can't be done. Can't be done. Can't be done. Cannot be done. I simply can't. I simply can't. Muga. That stuff. All right. Everybody get to work. Start building stuff. Start building stuff. Stunning. All right. Next, we need to make a iron plate. Oh, shilatai. Well, first we have to make... Yeah. Stone processor. Put the processor right over here. God damn it. George, get out of the way. You're all up in the way, George. You're all up in the way, George. Stone processor. Ooh. That right there. Iron plates. Oh, do we? Oh, okay. I was gonna say, do we not have enough fucking stuff? It's iron plates. Stunning. All right. Next thing we need to do is build a research bench. Tech, small research bench. We're gonna put this in here temporarily. We'll end up deleting it later on. We'll end up getting racked research because it's way more space efficient. But for right now, we're gonna go here, and then Mugen, you are on research duty. Good buddy. That's what you do. That's your fucking job. That's what you do. So let's get on research. Core, we need small houses for sure. Tech level 2. Item storage. Gear storage, burning stake. We definitely need the burning stake. What else? Racked research bench, take that. Industry, iron plates, storage boxes, storage boxes. Building materials, improved stone mining, farming storage, defense, makeshift walls, and we'll go from there. Nice. All right, hop to it, good buddy. Hop to it. Hey, Ratsmith, how are you? My God, haven't seen you in a good minute, my friend. How are you? How are things? It's like I'm listening to a rich person ordering food, just keeps reading off the menu. It's kind of like that. It's kind of like that. It is kind of like that, isn't it? Back level 2. Fantastic. Hey, folks, what did I miss? Are the crucifixes up and running yet? Have we bought Oaken's Divine Judgment to the Insolent Hivers? Not yet. We're setting up our base. We're setting up our base right now. We're setting up just outside Bad Teeth in the open lands here. To be honest, setting up in the open like this is actually pretty cool. I don't usually do it, obviously, but we'll have a good vantage point for anybody that's coming our way. We'll make a nice kill box. It'll be good. It'll be real good. Be a real good time. Gonna be a real good time. Racked research. How are we doing on food? Food-wise, I think we should... we're starting to run low. We are starting to run low. Fine, though. I took a little break, but excited to see the new series. Well, we're excited to have you here. Are we being attacked? What? The Shet Kingdom enemy hunt. Oh, damn, dude. They're already fucking on us. Good thing we have allies. God damn, they're already coming for us. We just set up and the Shet Kingdom's already gunning for us. We've already got enemies coming for us. It's because we have negative 100 relations with them. So, like, we set up and they immediately fucking started gunning for us. Thank God. This is why I wanted to set up close to the Holy Nation. Did you see how quick they got here? They ran in from Bad Teeth. They're right fucking there. Right fucking there. That's crazy. That's crazy. Shek are a-coming. They're a-coming. We have a lot of them, too. God damn, look at how many people are here. This is going to be a crazy fight. It's going to be crazy. I wonder how many Shek are coming. My God, I'm getting all excited and everything. I do wonder how many Shek are going to show up. Mining, iron refinery. Gotta get that iron refinery. Put that over here. That right there. What do we need for that? Steel plates. Stunning. Koki, do you have a building? You have one building material on you. Griffin. Yeah, we about to have a fight. We about to have a real fight. They're coming through. I'm excited about this one. I'm oddly giddy about this. The housewarming party. Exactly, exactly. Plus, it gives me an opportunity to see what direction the NPCs are going to come from, right? So I can plan accordingly. And it seems like they're going to come from over this way and then probably come straight over here. So they'll attack from here. So we can put the kill box right here so they'll funnel straight into it. Funnel straight into it. Let's see where they come from. I think they also got held up by some Holy Nation too, so they're going to be coming in two droves. They probably got held up by a random, like a roaming squad. I'm almost positive that's what happened. Yeah, you can see him over there on the right corner here. running back and forth. Yeah. This seems mildly unnecessary for a shack. Yeah, yeah. We've been graced by the Lord Parthenax himself. Hey. This is the first time I've ever based in this area, so we'll see what happens. I hope that they, these invaders get here before my reinforcements fucking dip out. I mean, that'd be nice. I've only got 6 hours left with them, guys. Come on. Come on. The Silver Shack. Come on, guys. Is that a lone Shek? It's a single Shek warrior. Oh, shit. He's got really good stats, though. Fuck. That's bad. That's bad. New toughness training. Yeah, getting my ass kicked training is what it is. Hopefully George here stays fine. Stays safe. Hopefully George here stays safe. Keep Muga in there. How much time do we have left on our faction? 4 hours. Yeah, dude, at this rate, they're not even going to show up. My God. All right, we're gonna go pick a fight. We're gonna go pick a fight. I get so worried for my animals in the early game. I just run them away from anyone I plan to fight. Yeah, that tends to be the go-to strat. Yeah, I don't know what's going on down there, but it's crazy stuff, I'm sure. Man hits like he hits like a fucking truck, but so do we. So do we. Got decent stats, but his armor is bungy. Griffin has taken a strike. Ow, fucks. We just took a strike too. Come on, we can do this. Take him down. One check, we can take him down. Yeah, fuck that guy. Fuck that guy in particular. Take his weapon. He doesn't need that. No weapons for you. Come hither, Griffin. Come hither. Nice. Nice. Good stuff. Good stuff. Silver Shack sounds like a facilities for specific entertainment with a champagne room. That's funny. I get so worried for my animals. Oh, I already read that. I think my chat might be broken. Oh no, there it is. There it is. Silver Shack is a hive looking like a hive village. It's yeah, kind of. Unfortunately, I think the Shack are gonna fucking. They're going to take so long getting here that my reinforcements are going to leave. Are they here? Oh, they're here. Okay. Combat has begun. They're here. Oh, those are reinforcements. That's a shack. That's a shack. Bust thy chops, good sirs. Nice. On the fields of battle. They're gonna show up so like one at a time. So it's like goddamn. Goddamn, come on. Come on. What are they doing? They're going the fucking long way. They're going up through bad teeth. God damn, we don't even have to worry about it, do we? What are they even doing? Yeah, these Shek, man, they didn't think this through at all. They didn't think this through at all. My God, didn't think it through at all. Were you 100 Guardian? Kick his ass. We could take a 100 Guardian. We can take a 100 Guardian. Lore accurate, literally. I mean, this is literally what they do. Bandit demands. What are dust bandits? Nice. We're just getting a ton of them. I can't believe they ran through bad teeth. What a bunch of dum-dums. Feels odd that the skeletons refer to hivers as humans, which really affirms the hivers are modified humans. Yup. Yup. I'm excited to find out. Kenshi 2, we're going to find out the origins of the Hive. So I get to find out if my theory is right or wrong. Very excited about that. And either way, I get to make a video, either cementing my victory or I get to remake my theory into something new, or explaining what what it actually is. Either way, we get to do fun stuff, dude. I think that Kenshi 2, aside from like the gameplay stuff for it, like Kenshi 2, because it has a lore Bible and the lore is a lot more like connected and intricate and put together in a way that it like better, more cohesively than it was in Kenshi 1. I'm really excited about it because the sheer amount of content that I'm going to be able to make on it is going to be really cool. I'm going to have so many lore videos I get to make, and I'm so fucking hyped about it. I'm so hyped about it. Bandit demands have arrived at the Silver Citadel. We'll go deal with that. Break his jaw. Fuck you, my dude. I ain't doing none of that. There's a Shek in here attacking Muga. Cool. Beat him up. Alright, side note. Koki and Riffraff start mining. Frosty, you hop on iron plates. Saiyan and Griffin, you start mining stone, and I will handle processing with Riel. Pay me. That isn't in the spirit of Okran, Holy Brother. It's true. It's true. But when will we get Kenshi 2? I have my theories. I don't know when, but I have my theories. I do. I have my theories. I think that I think a conservative answer, I think a decent answer is the end of next year. I think a reasonable answer is the end of next year, potentially the end of the year after. But I think we'll get it within the next 2 years. I think within the next 2 years is a go-to. It'd be really fucking cool if they just shadow dropped it out of nowhere in like December this year. That'd be pretty fun. But it is what it is. No, it'd be cool though if I think we're gonna get it within the next 2 years. If I had to guess. What's this? Alright. Now, Dai, you have Shek friends? It's true. It's true. I'll answer the question about Kenshi 2 soon. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's kind of the operative answer. It's funny because it's the Todd Howard answer, but I actually believe them, and like I'm okay with that answer specifically from Lo-Fi. I'm not okay with it when Todd Howard gives it, but I'm okay with Lo-Fi gives it, which is funny. I suspect within a year they're ramping up marketing department, building their social media more. Otherwise, they wouldn't have hired Hero to make vids for them. So like. They're ramping up their marketing. There's other like a lot of projects that are in the works, and stuff like that. Like really cool things that are in the works. They're upping their marketing. They've hired a lot more people. They've expanded the team. What is it? Nat stepping down as CEO and focusing on becoming just the lead writer to focus on the writing for Kenshi 2, like finishing up the writing and stuff, which I think is really important. And like that kind of lends to the idea that they're like all in on putting the world itself together now, which is really cool. The expansions of the team, the localization, just there's a lot of stuff that really does indicate that it's going to be within the next year or two. So I hope so. I'm hopeful. I'm optimistic about it. Soon TM. It's true. It's true. I love Kenshi. I put a lot of hours into this game. I also put a lot of hours into this game. I'm sitting at just under like 3,000 at this point. A truly sickening number of hours. My family has suffered to ensure that I got those hours, but it had to be done. It had to be done. All right, I kind of want all of my Holy Nation allies to get the hell out of here now. You guys can flee. That'd be great. You guys can leave now. They're kind of just like cluttering the place up. It's gonna be impossible for me to build anything. If you guys could kindly get out of here, that'd be great. Just gotta put some storage down. Building materials. Oh, actually, you know what? We'll put them right here. Hello, Hero and Chad. I hope you're all doing well. We're doing good. We're doing good. We're doing good. I feel both happy and sad that Kenshi 2 is coming. It'll be hard to abandon Kenshi. I don't think we'll have to abandon Kenshi. The other thing, too, and this is a really important one. Understand that after Kenshi 2 comes out, they're supporting Kenshi for a while. Like Kenshi 2 for a while, right? Obviously. Updates, bug fixes, hot fixes, patches, who knows what else. New content, maybe. I mean, we don't know. However, the plan is that after they do that for a while, they're going to remaster Kenshi 1 on the new engine to have updated graphics, better code, better optimization, all of that stuff. So, like, the plan is to remaster Kenshi 1 on Unreal 5 after they support Kenshi 2 for a while. So, like, it's not goodbye, it's see you later. It's see you later, that's all. Yeah. That is the plan. That is the plan. If the plan changes, who knows? But as of, you know, as far as we know right now, that's the plan. Here should be able to make educated guesses. Terms of his current contract to make videos. End date would allude to them offering him a new one. It would likely detail Kenshi 2 in a more restrictive NDA. I assure you, the end, you know, my contract and stuff is quite stringent. They're quite particular. Quite particular. Right, we also need storage for Holy Flame check, hostile if caught without the Holy Flames book. Oh my god. Are you saying if they're hostile if I don't have the Holy Flame? Because I'll have you know, I'm a card carrying lad. Card carrying man. Card carrying, I got it right now. Holy Flame right there. Ba-ba-boom. Ba-ba-da-boom. But for the sake of fun, I will still probably just drop them because I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be fine. Shet Kingdom, we'll drop a tenner. We'll drop a tenner. Ba-na-na-na. Black Dragon Genin, we're gonna go ahead and attack them because they bastards. Nice. I think I might need to increase the difficulty on the dono list. I think we're getting near that. I might need to up these Genin to Jonin. I don't know, who knows yet. I think we're getting near that point. Absolutely. I bought the game on the Steam Summer Sale and didn't regret a single hour of playing it. I have close to 200 hours in game. I'm still having fun. Again, I'm at almost 3,000 hours and I'm still fucking having fun. Not only am I at 3,000 hours, but you know, that's not including like research and scripting time and everything else. Like I've devoted a disturbing amount of time to Kenshi. Yeah, I think we need to up the dono list, make the dono list more difficult. I think it's about time to do that. So I think next episode I'll have a new dono list, make things more competitive, more difficult. The Starving Bandits and the Dust Bandits and the Black Dragon Genin are not covering it anymore, so well, I'll give Kenshi Remastered a whirl after I get my face eaten by Kenshi 2. I'm hyped. I'm hyped. It's gonna be so good. I have full confidence in the team. I have full confidence in Chris and Nat and just all of them. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fucking great. Absolutely top tier. Top tier. Oof. All right, guys. Well, we just finished our Shek raid, and it is 11:30, so it is about that time for me to call it for the evening. Call it for the evening. Let me save it. Excuse me. Tell me save successful. That'd be great. Or are we going to crash? Might crash. Wait for it. We might have crashed. I think the timing would be perfect. Wait for it. Oh, nope, save successful. There we go. Look at that. We did it. We did it. We did it. Oh, man, I understand that. Put 4.6K on Project Zomboid. I'm about 1.5K in RimWorld and started playing Kenshi this year, and I'm reaching 1K. That is a lot of time. That is a lot of time. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay, all right. With all that being said, guys, I'm fucking pooped, but I will be back tomorrow for even more. We've got fun stuff on the horizon. Thursday, we may have a special treat for you guys. I got, how many people in here? I got 53 people in chat right now. So before all of you, no, sorry, I have 56 people in chat right now. So before all of you guys bail out, I do want to let you guys know, this is not a guarantee. Do not get your hopes up quite yet. However, tomorrow, Muffin and I, during the day, are doing some preliminary testing because we may have gotten Kenshi co-op to be a thing. We may have gotten Kenshi co-op to be a thing. We're doing some stress testing tomorrow. And if it is, Thursday night, we will be doing a Kenshi multiplayer stream. And as far as I know, it will be the first ever Kenshi multiplayer stream on YouTube. So, and Twitch, first ever Kenshi multiplayer stream, like, on the platforms. If it works. We will find out tomorrow. Tomorrow is stress testing. So, we'll find out for certain. Hey, much appreciated. Thank you for the clutch. Much appreciated. Tomorrow we find out we're doing stress testing. And if that's the case, it's going to be a huge event. Huge event. Very excited about it. I'm going to be advertising it all over like Reddit and the Discord and stuff. It'll be the first ever Kenshi multiplayer stream if it works. I foresee, to be honest, a massive turnout in the event that we're able to get it to work. But we'll know for certain tomorrow. Tomorrow is stress testing. We're going to see how well it handles, what it can do, what it can't do. But if we do it, it's going to be great. So gear up. Big stuff on the horizon. Either way, guys, though, I will let you know tomorrow night how that goes, how stress testing went, and then we'll set up for that on Thursday. With that being said, use your powers for good instead of evil. Make a difference in somebody's life, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.